on a song. Fuck off.
You shake a pretty mean cake, Batman.
I'm about to waste my fucking money on the M&M Funko.
You need to stop! Help me!
That's too many of them. What are we going to do?
Sorry I'm late. Bring me that horizon. Afraid I got lost on the path of life.
You gotta go.
What's poppin'?
Welcome
Everybody.
to the show. Welcome to the show, y'all. We're back. We're back.
We're
You
back.
can hear
And
me,
I'm
right?
actually in black.
Back in black,
Lame
and I'm
ass
wearing
dress
someone.
right there, and I'm not even a poppy.
I'm wearing someone who is black.
Yeah. Back and black. Miles Morales.
Nah, but welcome to the Disney Shill stream today. Welcome to the Disney Shill stream.
Honestly, I'm gonna be remarkably fair this entire time. And there's multiple points I want to put up. I have taken copious notes on Ahsoka throughout the past 24 hours that we will be speaking about.
That was what you said.
So
Yeah, man.
there's a lot of
All right,
things I want to talk about today, and a lot of things I want to get into, and I also want to do some speculation. So we're gonna do for all of our audio listeners who did not just see my copious notes, we're gonna do what we usually do, and that's gonna be we go through it, no spoilers whatsoever for as long as we can, and then we're gonna do a spoiler section, and then we're gonna do a speculation section, just like we used to do on our Sunday show back a couple months ago when we were dealing with the blunder that was Mando Season 3. Why don't I prepare for my stream like that? For your stream? Because what's the homework this week? I'll be on later. No, I have time today, so
Well,
I do have
actually, I don't think Damio's doing his. I don't think he's doing his.
We might be doing it on Thursday, I think is what we said this week. I don't know.
I'm doing
slightly organized
tonight. Yeah.
Did you drop that?
I'm doing
people?
I'm going to.
Sick. But I think we should do. I think we should do our review first and then drop it. Bring people in.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, out of 10, I give episode 1 7.5. I give episode 2 an 8.
So I'm considering that one episode. I really.
So here's my thing, right? This helps if it. So for any normie who hasn't seen Rebels, I actually genuinely think that they're gonna have an easy time following this, crew, and it's gonna be easy for them to you don't have to watch Rebels to know what's happening with this show.
That's an interesting.
And also, I think
I have something to touch on that.
I also think that Ahsoka's acted really, really well. I just like all of the acting choices, and I think that's a pretty good point. But
all right. See, I have a lot to say on that. All right, I have a lot to say on that, Daimyo. We're still going to be reviewing this every week until it comes down. So,
my whole thing is So, it's something that Daimyo actually. I was talking about it with him in our Discord. If you have the low expectations, then you can be pleasantly happy about it. And that was kind of how I viewed it, was that I had low expectations and I walked out happy. Am I thrilled? No, but I was able to let my mind go for like an hour and a half and just kind of vibe and just chill.
Right.
So if that's what you get out of it, then for me, it's not terrible. And that was all that I was hoping for.
So I'm in the camp right now, and it's not just because I watched the man with Chris Gore. I like his takes because Chris is remarkably fair, as is heel versus babyface, which is from Friday Night Tights and stuff. Both very fair. And when they find something, that's not to say that Gary and the rest of them aren't either. And same with Theory. They're fair people. But that's why I watch them, because even if they go, F this show, I don't want to watch it. And it ends up
Theory loved it, though.
Like, Critical Drinker is the best example of that. He loved Andor. Yeah. He said Andor was really good, and he's not wrong. Yep. I think it was. I know there's a lot of people that call it Andor, and they think it's too slow. I personally love that. There's a lot of people that got turned off from the first episode of House of the Dragon, and then they watched the whole thing because everyone's telling you House of the Dragon's the tits, and it is. Mm-hmm. So, like, when I'm watching this show, I'm stepping back a little bit from the Star Wars. Like, I can't do it anymore. I can't just go into a Star Wars show the way that, quite frankly, my parents did. Shout out to my mom. Like, because I don't think the same way anymore that I used to when it comes to that stuff. So, when my mom's watching this, not that it's being dumbed down for her or anything like that, she's watched Rebels. She's watched all of Clone Wars multiple times. She's freaking as much of a nerd as I am. She just hasn't read all the expanded universe. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I know she's probably laughing right now listening to this. She wanted to listen to this one today. But we were watching it, and there was multiple points where she was like, oh my God, like, or whatever, like watching it being like, haha, yo, Darth Melkor, dude.
What's going on, bro?
What's up, buddy? Hail,
so,
so there was like
your mom liked it.
I don't want to. I guess that's a massive spoiler right off the bat. when somebody gets hurt, my mom was like, "No way, that didn't happen. She's not dying. That's not going to happen. Screw that." And to me, I'm saying the same thing, but I'm thinking that'll make no goddamn sense. But at least she's shown in a hospital when Reva ain't.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah,
Reva
true.
Isn't. How many characters do we have now that have been in an extreme amount of let's just say violent disposition that are still fine? And when it comes to Maul's case, I felt like he should have been the only one, because that character is so involved in his own hatred of himself, of the world, of everybody around him, that the dark side fuels him literally in his blood. Like oxygen. And I can see that. All right. You can come up with an idea. And George wanted that. All right. George wanted that. So I'm cool with that. But now you're making Qui-Gon look like the biggest bitch in the galaxy because he can't take a lightsaber stab, but everybody else can, even those who aren't Force sensitive. Freaking Padawan in Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Padawan, Reva, took that right to her freaking gut. Same spot that would have killed Qui-Gon, because you know that Qui-Gon got a blade going through his spine.
I have some minor gripes. Well, okay, I have some major gripes about what Disney's done with.
There's a lot that I love.
But I will say,
two gripes.
lightsabers. lightsabers feeling like they're baseball bats should not be
Sick
what it
of
feels
it.
like.
It's even like that in
Yeah.
Fallen Order.
They changed the message from Ezra to Sabine by adding the "You're like a sister to me." They always had a thing for each other. This tells me they're going to make Sabine a lesbian.
I thought
I don't know about that.
Honestly, I thought the same thing. I really did, because there's this connection between Ezra and Sabine throughout the show where you're like, they need to end up together at some point. Like, even if it's way down the line, they have that chemistry to end up being together at some point and being a badass freaking couple. Like, just to the caliber, I think, of Luke and Mara Jade or Han and Leia. Like, you could have another badass couple that's around. In fact, I would prefer that. That would be sick. But the way that he says you're like a sister to me, I was like, no. Because in Rebels, it's almost clear that Ezra has a thing for Sabine. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. The Kenobi show doesn't exist, Darth Melkor. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know, Daniel. I don't think that's where they're going with it. I just think that they don't want.
Oh, they would. They would do it. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but
they would do it. If
I
they
don't
had
think
the
that they are
balls
gonna.
to make her, like, if they end up actually making her force sensitive, I would not throw past them that Sabine has been force sensitive the whole time, and she's also been lesbian the whole time, and we had no idea about it. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but her
what they
being
do.
force sensitive, sensitive would be weird because there was no inkling of that ever.
There was one inkling of that, but it's when there's a couple, but you're on Lothal, which is an extremely high force nexus, as we've seen, because of the Loth Wolves and the portals on the planet that they use to travel and all of these other things. Like, you can hear people. I think there's one point where she hears a voice and she goes, "Who is that?" Everybody's like, "What are you talking about?" But they're near the temple. Like, so it doesn't necessarily mean, because like George and Filoni have both said that every single person in the galaxy has the Force. Even if it's this tiny, like one cell in your body, you still have the Force. You still have midichlorians. It's just the amount of midichlorians that you have will dictate whether or not you can physically wield the Force.
Damian, I don't think I'm raging. I'm literally chilling, bro. I'm calm as shit.
No, that's a Discord joke.
I know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it. So, plus, Mandalorians are known to have there's only been one Mandalorian Jedi ever. And that's because Mandalorians are known to have a pretty low midichlorian count on birth. They've never been taken. So that's why the Mandalorians created certain weapons to specifically combat Force users, because they knew that they wouldn't have any Force users of their own.
So I never got your, like, out of 10. What would you give episodes 1 and 2 out of 10?
All right. As a whole?
Yeah.
As a whole, the 2 episodes back to back, if I'm considering that 1 hour and 45-minute episode or whatever, then I'm giving it a good 8.5 to 9 for a start.
Damn.
Now, if I'm separating the 2 episodes, I would say that episode 1 is better. I think episode 1 has a better story going. I really love the beginning of it. There's some things that are... Oh, dude, Daniel, did you not see the massive amounts of talking points I have? I guarantee you all of yours are on here.
A 5 out of 10. Damn.
5 out of 10. Wow. That's... Yeah, but I saw you say in the Discord that overall you liked it. But maybe you've slept on it. You feel differently now.
I mean, that's his personal point of view, though. I mean, hey, you know?
Yeah. RoloRome cast are Disney shills.
Shills. They are Disney shills.
Yeah, just like freaking what's his name? I almost called him Doomcock. I am so sorry, Knights of Melvin. I did not mean that. You are definitely not Doomcock. By the way, Knights of Melvin has a hilarious video about Doomcock and Star Wars Theory that came out like a week ago. Great. Go check it out. Knights of Melvin is one of the best of us. But he's been so black-pilled on Star Wars for the longest time.
What's up, Caleb?
Real weight Asian Nation?
I like the story. Everything surrounding it is brought down with it. Well, yeah, but
I can totally get that. I can
kind of look past it though.
That right there is the Star Wars apathy setting in. That's that everything is so bogged down by corporations now. It's already happened to Marvel, and it's happened to Marvel years ago before they even realized it. That no one gives a shit. And there's a lot of people that, quite frankly, just don't care. Because when you oversaturate something that doesn't have a cohesive, continuing story like that, like anime is fine. Because guess what? They have their filler, but most of the time, when they're just going boom, 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 back in the day when Naruto didn't stop for a year, yeah, there was some filler involved, but most of it was still going to continue the story. People were hooked. People were involved. They didn't care. So it's the same exact thing when it comes to these movies and shows when they're not giving us a cohesive story. We don't know what the end goal is. We don't know what the end point is. So a lot of people fall off. They don't give a shit. They go, why the fuck is Grogu back in Mando Season 3? Because I didn't know I had to watch Book of Boba Fett to understand the overarching story. That was supposed to be about Boba Fett. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
yeah,
that's the same exact thing here. They're not giving us anything to go on to keep people hooked. Like, most people right now, I guarantee you, are assuming that we're going to see Thrawn for 30 seconds at the end of the final episode.
Honestly, probably.
And everyone's here for Thrawn. Yes, are people here for Ahsoka? I'm sure. Are people here for freaking Chopper and Hera and Sabine? Yeah, I'm here for them too. But we're all really here to see Thrawn. That's
Star Wars dog is in the
what's
chat.
Up, dog?
What up, dog?
But that's really what everybody is here for. Am I wrong? Like, we
I think
all
you're half
want
right.
Thrawn. Yes, we want to see lightsaber battles. We want it to be a good Star Wars story. But the selling point of this show is Grand Admiral Thrawn. That's why they mention his name in 70 different trailers and an episode of freaking Mando Season 2 4 years ago.
I think people are more so here for Anakin, in fairness.
That too. But what if that Anakin scene is just that exact scene that we heard him talking to her, and it's a flashback, and we don't get anything else? We don't get Force Ghost Anakin. We don't get to see her and Luke Skywalker speaking about how the frick Anakin redeemed himself, because that would help Ahsoka a lot. I don't care if that's the last episode. I'd be fine with that. But I feel as though that conversation needs to happen. What do you mean waiting? That shit's existed since 2009.
I'm actually more interested in Ezra. I don't want to see what they do to Thrawn. Thrawn looks good, though.
I'm so scared about Ezra, man. And Thrawn. I want
Thrawn.
I loved Ezra.
Thrawn.
I don't know, Dime. I think if you watch this second episode, like, to me, the best part about this is Balin and Shin. They're fucking awesome.
Facts.
They're really cool characters, and they look like knights. They look like knights, like medieval, as opposed to the samurai aesthetic that a regular Jedi has. And
like, I get where people are coming from, but this is nowhere near as bad as...
That's what I'm doing.
This is nowhere near as bad as Mando Season 3.
Oh, dude, no. Fuck no. This is the best thing we've gotten next to Andor. 100%.
I'm saying.
And so you can argue now that I take a step back and I've watched the season like tons of times, that Mando Season 2 is not as good. It's not as well written. It's just that we all love the people that are showing up. So we're like, oh, look, it's Bo-Katan. Oh, it's Ahsoka. Oh, it's Luke Skywalker. Holy shit. And then, like, that's all we love.
See, that's a fair argument, Caleb.
I think Balin has a certain stance on purpose. Shin is more of a reckless root. Like, she looks like a hungry, reckless fighter, like Maul. Like, or Kylo. But Maul knew what he was doing, but he was still a unpredictable, reckless fighter. And I think that that's the same way that Shin is, where Balin is very stiff. He's got right stances. He's wielding it like a greatsword. He's not wielding it like he's wielding it like a full-on two-head almost all the time. Don't.
That is facts.
That's absolute facts. Ahsoka is way better than Boba and Kenobi. 100%. That's it. And that's sad to say, but it's definitely right now better. I would say it's definitely better than the first couple episodes of Andor, and I absolutely loved Andor later on.
Yeah, dude. I
thought, oh shit, man, is this show gonna be this slog the whole time? And I'm not gonna lie, it is a slog up until the episode of the Eye. It's episode 3, but the most interesting shit in the show was the prison and the Mon Mothma shit. And then the final episode of Andor slapped when the whole city just rebelled and we're like, fuck the Empire. Yeah, that was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. But Ahsoka's definitely better than some of the episodes in Andor. I think it's way better than a lot of the episodes of Mandalorian, now that there's 3 seasons of that. And I think it's definitely better than
Kenobi and Book of Boba.
Yeah, but that one, the Luke episode in Book of Boba,
yeah, true,
is pretty sick because then when you get Cad Bane being a badass at the end of it, that was amazing. See? Exactly.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at, dog. And I think it was good, man. I smiled multiple times. I got the chills multiple times because of certain things I saw, certain things I went back and looked at. And I was like, oh my God, this is a Rebels sequel. That's what this is. So if you liked Rebels, if you loved Rebels, you're going to love this. If you liked Rebels, you're going to dig this. And I genuinely do, like a lot. I've gone back to watch Andor multiple times. I've watched it a couple times, especially some of those episodes, especially the one with Kino, Andy Serkis. Why did I need a nap?
What?
Or is that why, did you need a nap? Yo, what the fuck?
What? Okay. I'll be right back.
I'll keep it going. So Roman just got I don't know what thrown at him, but I want to get into my notes when he gets back because there's a lot of points here that I've talked about with my buddy that I haven't got a chance to talk to with Roman or the audience here. And I think you guys, maybe you did think of the same talking points, maybe you didn't. But there's quite a few, especially when we get into certain things. But I know some of you haven't watched it yet. So if you haven't watched it yet, I will be absolutely sure to let you know when I get into full-on spoiler territory, minus the one that Roman just blurted out earlier. I hope you missed it. If you didn't miss it, sorry. Not that a lot of people probably care. It's not simple and it has no repercussions. But it is a spoiler on its own. Not any character reveals or anything like that. But I genuinely, again, would give the show as a whole so far 8.5 to 9. I think it was directed well. I think that there could have been some more wire work done when it comes to the fight scenes. Like, you don't need to train your actors and actresses, train them how to fight, do the right thing, but at the same time, you're working with Jedi. Hayden and Ewan knew how to fight like badasses, and they still used wire work to make certain things look correct. So I feel like that was missing with some of the fight scenes, and I feel like it was needed. So I don't know what the budget for Ahsoka was. I don't know if that's out yet, but they probably should have gotten some more money. But it looks, cinematography-wise, looks great. The acting, I know some people have a problem with some of the actors. I think that Ray Stevenson completely fucking steals the show so far. Like, every time he's on screen, I'm like engrossed in like, what is this dude gonna say? What else can he come up with? Like,
I think he's the best character on the show.
He is so interesting, dude. He is so like, I want to know. He was like 20. He was like around the same age of Anakin when Order 66 happened.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something I want to bring up later because he's got foresight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you caught that, but not every Jedi has foresight. It's just that we see Anakin's because Anakin was the one Jedi that had the best foresight. That was like his most powerful power was his foresight. He could see things before they happened. Well, Balin mentioned some stuff that he saw, and he's looking up. That has not happened yet. So he's got foresight himself, and I want to talk about that later because of what he says.
How his last line in episode 2 was.
Yes, it was.
Cool. See, this is something that like we can say about this show that we really weren't able to say a whole lot about Mando. Certain scenes were cool. Certain scenes were fun. I think mostly this is just fun. It's just fun. Like, it's just fun to watch.
You know what? That's what Clone Wars season 1 and 2 and 3, and honestly to an extent 4 were. Up until you get to season 5 and then go forward, there's not really an overarching story. And it's the same thing with Rebels. Up until the end of season 2, there's not an overarching story. Chopper was great. Chopper was like portrayed perfectly. But when it comes to this show, I'm not saying that it doesn't have an overarching story because it does. We know they have to get Ezra, they have to find Thrawn, boom. It's when that's going to happen, and you've only got 8 episodes. So next episode, I want it to be the fight scene in the woods with the trees that we see in the trailer like multiple times, and then brand new shit for the rest of it.
Next episode, I think is going to be
32 minutes, I believe.
Next episode is going to be a stinker. That's just what I think.
I could see that, but I could also see them thinking, well, we're going to drop the first 2 episodes just like they did with Andor, because these episodes are a little bit slower than what the rest of this is going to be. And they dropped 3 episodes of Andor because guess what? The first 3 episodes of Andor are the slowest ones. And they're really slow.
Yeah.
And if you go back and watch that, you'll see.
Caleb, you're kidding, right?
The better question is, why don't you care about Thrawn?
Thrawn's awesome. What do you mean?
Thrawn is one of the best freaking characters in all of Star Wars. This is Rebel Season 5. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's Rebel Season 5. I don't think anybody's questioning that. That's exactly what this is. But I want to get into a legitimate, like, more than just my thoughts. I get into spoiler territory. So I do want to warn audio listeners and anybody else. But I've got some talking points that I want to get into. So if you haven't watched it.
Because Disney says that you do, he loses. So why does it matter? Because Thrawn's cool, man.
Thrawn loses cool. To the Empire as well. I've been wanting to see Thrawn in live action since I was a little kid reading the Heir of the Empire books before there even was a Clone Wars show, before there even was a Rebels show. I've always wanted to see Thrawn. I love that fucking character, man. He's awesome. He always loses. Because he's not beaten by the good guys. He's been beaten by the one thing that he cannot predict.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also not evil, which I've said many a time.
Yeah.
He's not a bad being. He is just doing what he is doing because I hope they don't change his motives. No, you're coming on today. But it's like, what?
Don't be booty tickle Caleb on this, Joshua.
Yeah, we're going to let you guys on a little bit. I want to bring up a couple points here.
Oh, Caleb's in here.
We'll bring him in.
Hold on, Caleb.
Am I in?
Caleb's in the wind tunnel.
Here, let me turn my hair down. Am I in? I don't.
Hold on, Caleb.
You're in. It's just Roman's being technical.
Yeah. What the hell?
I don't know why it's not showing people like it usually does.
Well, if you can hear me, that's all that matters. All right, so I'm not staying long. I don't want to bogart your stream.
You're not. You never do.
Well, I mean,
you're fine, man.
Y'all are. This is your Star Wars thing, so I don't want to bogart it. But the reason I say, why do I care about Thrawn, is we already know what happens at the end of the story. Not because of the books or anything, because we've seen the sequel trilogy. So Thrawn doesn't win. Whatever's going on with this story doesn't matter because it doesn't work.
It might
because Gideon wins.
Well, it might though, because here's the thing. Now that they've introduced the fact that there is another galaxy, that could easily explain why the fuck all of our favorite people aren't there in the sequel trilogy when the sequel trilogy only takes place within a year.
So
the sequel trilogy takes place within a year. Within 1 year, that's the entire sequel trilogy.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but you're saying
there's another galaxy. What if everybody's dealing with some threat over there? Fuck the First Order. They're nothing. They're pansies compared to what we're dealing with over here.
I will cancel everything. I will stop watching anything and I won't. I will cease to be a Star Wars fan if that happens.
Why?
Because that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Fuck the sequel trilogy.
No, I agree, 100%. But don't try to up the sequel trilogy by saying, "Oh, they're sorry, they couldn't get back. They were busy over here."
Well, in that case, within the next 22 years, everybody has to die.
What characters aren't in the sequel trilogy? Are you talking about like Cal, Ahsoka?
Somebody's flying the Ghost in the sequel trilogy. Ezra should be there. Where the fuck is Ezra?
So that's,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and there's no way pansy ass Kylo Ren killed Ezra and Ahsoka and everybody else at this Jedi temple and Jason Syndulla. He did not kill all of these Force users that we know are existing now. There's no way.
We don't know Jason's Force.
You would assume his father's Force sensitive.
Well, yeah. Okay, so you're just saying that would explain why the Rebels characters aren't there.
I'm saying that would explain why a lot of people aren't there.
Okay, well, I still think it's a bad idea.
We do see the Ghost,
but
the Ghost in Rise of Skywalker. The Ghost is there.
Yeah.
Final thing, so someone's flying it. I would assume it's Hera, but it could be Jason. It could also be anybody else.
Don't we hear
Lando?
No. Don't we hear someone say General Syndulla over the radio somewhere?
That's in
Or
Rogue One.
is that Rogue One? Okay.
Yeah, that's in Rogue One.
Okay.
That's like literally where his chopper passes by.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. So it's kind of like what Matt kept saying about Mandalorian. Why do I care about what's? They haven't provided me a reason to care about this. They're leaning on me caring about Ezra, which I do, but they haven't provided me a reason to care about the Imperial Remnant at this point.
That's a good point.
I can disagree. I disagree with that because
which is fine. I mean, that's the story of life.
That scene in Mando season 3, I was hoping that Gideon didn't die, because when we see the Shadow Council and they're all surrounding and Pelion's there and they're like, well, where's Thrawn? What's he doing? And they're all like talking shit on Thrawn. I was like, I hope none of these fuckers die. And Thrawn comes back in and just mollywops all of them back into shape. Like, I wanted to see him be the one to kick Gideon's ass. I didn't want Gideon to die like, my clones, and then burn up and die. Like, no, I wanted to see Thrawn show up and be like, oh yeah, you think you're tough? Get the fuck down on your knees and kiss my feet. Like, you know nothing. You're a pansy. You
calm down there, Ygritte.
And I think it would be freaking great if he would be the one that comes in and it's just like, all right, all of you have been so lax because the Emperor's not around, because Moff Tarkin's not around, because the other Grand Admirals aren't around, like you, Lauren, and everybody else. You've been so freaking lax. I'm going to come in here. This is my empire, bitch. Like, that's what I wanted to see.
Ezra turns to the dark side at the hand of Ahsoka at the end of the story. That would be wild.
I hope not, because that payoff sucks. Oh yeah, we've just been searching for Ezra this entire time, and then we kill him. No. I get, yes, Ezra has had the dark side in him. But I've said for years that Ezra should be... Yes, he is. He's not Grand, but he's the Admiral of the fucking, what's it called?
Fifth Fleet?
What?
I don't remember.
Lauren dies on the Death Star, but he is the highest command, like the highest commanding officer, and he's an admiral of the ISB. There's no one higher than Yularen, and that's because Vader personally appointed Yularen because he worked with him for all the years of the Clone Wars, all 4.5 years.
He's Colonel Yularen, you idiot.
No, he was Colonel. He became Admiral.
Damio, that doesn't make sense, Ronnie.
He became Admiral. He was an Admiral during New Hope.
Yeah, I mean, like, Damio, I'm saying, I don't think that your theory is wrong. I hope that they don't go down that road.
Yeah,
I don't want Ezra
again, like, they could do that a really cool way, and it would be a good juxtaposition to Anakin, because it would be like, on both sides it's happened. Ronnie, haven't you always been that?
You're thinking of Sanders. Ronnie, why would he be an admiral in Clone Wars and then demoted in the Imperial Empire?
Exactly. He wasn't.
Galactic Empire.
He wasn't.
In fact, wasn't Yularen the most successful? Yularen led more of the successful missions in the Clone Wars than any other admiral, than any other fleet.
He was known across the galaxy as a war hero, just like Anakin and Obi-Wan were. He worked directly.
Fine, I'm looking it up. I'm fucking looking it up.
He's like, I don't know. I don't understand, but it's here. I'm reading it on Wikipedia.
I see it on Wikipedia. That can be
Wolf
easily
Yularen.
edited.
Okay, do we want legends or canon?
Legends. Because the canon's Disney canon. I'm talking
Someone
Legends
better check
books.
on Ronnie.
He knew Thrawn. Yularen spoke with Thrawn before. And
Yeah, it's weird that
Yularen became a captain when fighting Kymar sector forces. Let's see.
Yeah, because he's a character from A New Hope. Like, in the original movie, he's there.
Mm-hmm.
He's been a character before Clone Wars.
During the Clone Wars, Yularen was persuaded personally by Palpatine to join the Republic Navy as an admiral, becoming one of the youngest naval officers to hold the rank, and the naval commander of Jedi General Anakin Skywalker's fleet. Following the reorganization of the Republic into the Galactic Empire, Yularen returned to the intelligence business, serving in the newly formed Imperial Security Bureau as the head of a task force charged with rooting out sedition within the government. By 0 BBY, he had become a colonel in the Bureau and was stationed aboard the first Death Star as the head of the ISB contingent and a member of Grand Moff Wilhoof Tarkin's staff.
Right.
Yularen was tasked with briefing the Grand Moff and maintaining loyalty to the Empire, as many senior officers aboard the Death Star had plans to use the bow station for their own means. Man, that's what I want. I want a vision story about the coups that Imperial officers tried to do on the Death Star. That's what I want.
Bro, did you see you ever see the one where Yularen
my friend.
He's an admiral because he was in a navy. You don't get to be an admiral if you're in anything else. Admiral is a navy term.
Right, but
he was an admiral.
He gave up the rank of admiral
to be the highest rank
ISB and became
which is the highest rank. He was the leader of the
ISB. Admiral Yularen died, Yularen died as a colonel in the ISB.
Right.
So, I think Ronnie was right.
Damn.
Don't tell him that.
Sorry, bud.
Ronnie, you're always
watch the interview.
I do know what he's talking about though, because Filoni did call Yularen a Grand Admiral and got just absolutely roasted by everybody.
Yeah,
and I believe that's why if we scroll up to canon, let's see what canon says.
Is this Disney canon or is this
like This would be Dave Filoni. Yularen resigned his commission as an admiral in favor of a career as a colonel in the Imperial Security Bureau.
So
he played an important role in the ISB and became an early ally of the Chiss Thrawn as he rose to the ranks of the Imperial Navy, assisting him in his campaigns against the rebels agent Neville Signy. Hunted Fulcrum. So so they haven't changed that. I would have figured they changed that. So yeah, he dies as a colonel.
Right.
All right.
But he's still the highest ranking member of the ISB.
That's fine, but you said the phrase you said. This is what started all this.
I'm so used to calling him an admiral. I called him a Grand Admiral.
You said you said something about Thrawn, and then you said the other Grand Admiral is, Yularen, and then went off. And so he was saying you were wrong about calling him a Grand Admiral.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm agreeing with that.
Okay.
I just refer to him as Admiral because that's what he always has been. But yes, he does die as a colonel. That's correct.
Right, look that bitch up. Google is free. That's funny. Melkor. It's right under the he, him pronouns.
Bro.
You fuckers.
So, do I sound like a robot this week or no?
No, you
I
sound
sound
great.
fine.
You sound fine.
Cool.
I made a woman cry
This-
today.
You made a woman cry today?
Yeah. Can I let me Bogart real quick? This is terrible. So we've got a rule to show cause hearing, which means that our client apparently has not obeyed her divorce order.
Oh no.
Right.
So we're going back to court to explain either why she hasn't or to tell them why she has. And
Okay.
so I call this lady and I start talking, and she's talking a mile a minute. Like, holy shit, lady, fucking calm down. And she's giving all these excuses, all this, and I'm just like, let me stop you there for a second, ma'am. Okay, look, here's the deal. So we go to court in 2 weeks. We're dealing with this shit. This is what I need from you, and let me explain this. They are asking for you to be held in civil and criminal contempt. Criminal contempt means that you could face a year in jail. And as I'm getting ready to finish the rest of the things she could get, she just starts going, "What? Are you serious? I'm going to jail for this?" And just starts crying. And I'm like, "Bitch, do you listen to what I say? Could."
Likely will not.
Yeah, man, that was annoying as shit.
Caleb's probably sitting there just like reading off shit to her, and then all of a sudden he's just hearing like, "What the fuck is she?"
A bit, yeah.
Exactly what went through your head. You're like, "Is she crying right now?"
It was a fucking 37-minute phone call, and she talked for probably 34 of those minutes.
Jesus.
I mean, isn't your job as a lawyer to talk? That's your whole thing, right?
Yeah, it's my job to talk, not hers. Her job is to fucking listen.
Her job's to fucking listen.
Sorry,
Her job's to listen.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong though. It is.
In terms of your job,
shut up,
you're not
Dino.
wrong. Yeah.
I just bogarted it for like 2 minutes. Calm the hell down.
17.
What?
I
What
do
does
not
that mean? Like it's his birthday?
Because I'm clean shaven.
Oh, man, I read it 4 times. I kept reading Roddy.
Why are you looking for? So did I. So did I.
I kept reading it. Roddy looks like he's 17 today, and I was like,
I saw the 17 first, and I just assumed Ronnie. Why are you looking for 17? Cameo? Pause.
Yo, you can't say that.
Ronnie said.
Just got to school.
"Oh,
Wait. Ronnie, why are you going into school late?
no,
You
he's in
might
Cali."
be in senior year.
He's in California. He probably
Yeah, but in Pennsylvania, didn't our day start at like 7:20?
7:25, 7:23. What the fuck is
My
that?
day started at 8 o'clock.
Mine was 7:23.
Really?
I shit you not. 23.
Yeah.
Why?
That was the start of first period. Yeah.
I don't know why it was
Yeah.
23, but it was. And if
Yeah,
Jake
no.
shows up in chat, Jake will tell you that yes, that was true.
Because of it's because of lunch. So lunch.
Well, we had 4 lunch periods. I always felt bad.
Cameo, why are you timing out Ronnie?
Because they're bickering like the little lovers that they are.
They better not be lovers.
It's called having first period off. Yeah, dude. It's called
Bickering
having
like the little
senior
brothers
privilege.
that they are.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that. Also, I don't think schools do periods anymore. Aren't they all on block scheduling now?
My
You only have
my
like 4
school
classes a day.
I went to, my high school does not do block scheduling. Every other high school
yeah.
around us
We did
does
periods.
block scheduling. This shit, and he does not.
I like block
did
scheduling.
period, yeah.
I would not mind block scheduling. I never did it. I never got to do it. I just only ever had, but like my cousin, who was one school over in a different town, which that's actually the town I'm in right now. But the school that he went to, he's not. He just did block his senior year. I never did anything like that.
It was kind of weird.
We had 8 periods.
We had 45-minute periods with eight
And we had 8 of them.
45-minute periods. It was weird.
I was cool with that though, like because we would switch
Yeah.
off daily, and I ended up actually senior year. I left early to work,
Mhm.
so I just didn't take lunch. I did 7 periods straight through the day. Went home and ate my lunch. Everybody else was sitting there for the 8th period. One day I left at 6th period. The next day I leave at 7th. And
So, what is block scheduling?
So
What?
that's like having you have 4 classes a day, and
Oh, okay.
so you'd have like an hour and 20-minute class
yep,
twice, and
So-
then from there you'd go to lunch, and then you'd have like 2 hour and 20-minute classes after that.
So-
Kind of.
but the point of block scheduling is that your first semester, you get all of your math done. You don't do math for the rest of the year. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
sometimes. So
yeah, sometimes they do it like that, where you do
So
a
like
whole
I had,
for 2
I had a new
semesters, and then you do a whole class for 2 semesters.
yeah. So I had a new math class every semester.
Oh, see, like I know
Wait,
people
no.
that just did it like
No, you know what? I didn't.
half a second.
But so block scheduling, you have the same classes every other day.
Right.
So Monday you'd have class 1, 2, 3, and 4. For Tuesday you'd have 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it would reverse the following week.
That I don't know where Rolo. Oh, okay. Now
I
he.
stole putter real quick.
Now he's back.
Oh my gosh, Rolo's got a pussy.
My man is turning into Wade now, bro.
Hey man, this pussy likes when I touch him.
Stop,
By
bro.
the way, congrats on 500 subs.
My mom's listening. I knew that.
Why would you
She's
say
like,
that
"Oh, God."
with your mom watching, bro? Why?
Because I want this cat.
That's
Also,
weird, man.
He's my
Roland,
homie,
you
bro.
kind of look.
I kind of look what?
Roland, you kind of look like Adam Sandler now.
What the fuck?
Like
Hot
you
take,
look like Adam Sandler.
Hot take. I don't like Adam Sandler.
You don't like Adam Sandler?
All right, this was fun, everybody.
I only like
this.
I only like certain Adam Sandler movies, but Click, for whatever reason, when I was younger, fucking me.
I'm sorry. I'll never be talking to y'all again.
The Water
my
Boy is one of
time,
the best
but-
movies I've ever seen, though, and so is Billy Madison.
Damio, shut up.
What do you say?
I just
53-31.
don't think Adam Sandler's a drive anymore, dude.
So, Ahsoka.
Yeah, let's get back to that. Caleb,
There we go.
did
Don't
you
even
overall like it?
Yeah, I thought it was about 6.5 to 6. But see, this is what I've said on a bunch of stuff. Disney doesn't need to be going for a home run with this. They're not going to get it.
No.
They need to go for a ground rule double. They need people.
They might get a triple out of it.
No, they're not going to get trouble. They need people to be able
You're
to
gonna get
sit there
triple out
and
of
tell
the
their
great
friends.
shows.
They need people to be able to sit there and tell their friends. I enjoyed it.
Just like House of the Dragon.
No, because House of the Dragon was I would actually argue House of the Dragon was a home run.
No, it became a home run because of what you're saying. But Ahsoka's
not going to become a home run.
Nobody watched it. like no normies were watching it. It was only the Game of Thrones fans that watched the first episode to be like, I'll give you a second chance right now. And as soon as all the Game of Thrones fans got out of the woodwork and went, okay, this shit actually might be really good, everybody started watching it.
Right,
And
but that's not going to happen with Ahsoka.
We're dealing with that same thing with Ahsoka, though.
But it's not going to happen. Because I can already tell you it's not going to happen. Because
I don't know about that because there's people that I've watched, like Az from Heel versus Babyface said, when I watch it and I watch the entire show, if it ends up being good, I'm going to tell you it's good.
Right, which is what they always say. And I'm not saying they're not going to hold up to that. But have you watched any of their stuff in the last 24 hours? Last 12 hours?
I don't. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's Caleb's show now.
I mean, it's not. Roman, click the button on the bottom. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of problem he's having right now with moving around.
No one likes it.
No. It wasn't that.
People don't like it.
Chris Gore liked it.
I was trying something new.
No, Chris has fair takes, and Chris was like, "It's a return to
yes, but
and I feel
Chris is less critical on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but Chris doesn't also have the bias of I'm completely shut out of anything Star Wars.
But you're not wrong there. That's totally true, right there.
Oh,
Chris doesn't have that bias.
Oh, Damiel, Ronnie, how are you guys holding up? Because I know that there's a hurricane that just went through Cali.
A hurricane, bro? They got a little bit of sprinkle.
Oh, shut the fuck up, man! You ever been through Katrina and Sandy? Irene?
Sandy was wild.
First off, Irene came straight through Charleston.
Bro,
came down through.
We had tornadoes going down the freaking turnpike.
Bro, since I moved to Charleston, I've had 7 Category 3 plus hurricanes come through here.
I mean, it ain't an earthquake, but you guys are.
Hillary turned into.
I'm sorry, your house is a little shivery.
Hillary, much like the woman, turned into.
Hillary, much like the woman.
I thought Roman would enjoy that. His favorite presidential candidate of all time.
Oh yeah, yes.
No, that's not. I don't think that's true. That's Bernie.
No, I'm just messing.
Nah.
That made me fucking laugh. That was funny.
Nah, but I mean, how long did Sandy knock out our power for? Rolling a week? Our power was out for like a week after Sandy.
Something like that. And
yeah, it was wild.
My dad was gone for like 2 months at the shore doing restoration work because he was a restoration contractor. I think you would call him he was the guy who would go in and help you and get you a hotel and all this other shit. I guess that's contracting, as well as bringing his crew in to fix your house. But his priority was people first.
Men NBC, damn you. Men NBC. Oh. MSNBC.
I was gonna say
I don't watch that. I don't watch that bull.
What typing was that? You put a slash in there. Oh, I see. You meant MSNBC and CNN.
What
I was like, how did you do that?
I don't watch that garbage.
Oh yeah, fuck all that. You want to get into that? We can talk about that too. I'm kidding. That's not.
What?
That's for later in the show.
Oh. Back to Ahsoka though. What do y'all think is gonna happen in episode 3? I think this is where we see Anakin, and it's gonna be for one scene, and it's going to be that scene from Tales of the Jedi. That's just my personal point.
I don't know.
Sorry, go ahead, Rolla.
No, I was gonna say I think that would be pretty dope if we saw that next episode. I just think we're gonna get the fight in the trees on Darkana.
Mhm.
I think it's the planet Darkana, and we're gonna get the fight in the trees, and we're gonna get the fight with Ahsoka and Balon that we see in the trailer. In the thing, it looks like that could be Darkana, which is the planet that they mentioned a couple times, and
So,
I think that's like another Dathomir. It's another witch planet.
so here's my problem with Ahsoka so far.
She doesn't look alien enough, by the way, to be a witch. She just doesn't look.
Well, that. But here we
Quite
are with the Treasure Planet map leading us to a another galaxy through a mechanization thing that's over 3,000 years old, built by an ancient order of Dathomirian witches who, until last night, I'm pretty sure rarely ever left the planet of Dathomir.
Well, that's all I want to know about. This is the.
And now the 3,000-year-old map is supposed to help us find Thrawn and Ezra, who teleported away 20 years ago. So why are we? I mean, why?
I see what you mean. You're thinking too logically, because we're also in a galaxy where we use hyperspace and fight month-long battles on planets. But when the time you got back to Coruscant, everybody should be dead. One hyperspace.
I get what you're saying. That's not too logically. It's absolutely not too logical, because it just doesn't make. It's the suspense of disbelief. They are asking me to 100% suspend my disbelief, not just don't understand quantum mechanics and how space and time travel. This isn't the Christopher Nolan movie.
Tenet? Oh, fuck.
No.
Inception?
Inception?
No, McConaughey.
That's a.
Interstellar.
Yes, that one. That was
Yeah.
Nolan, wasn't it?
Murph!
Wasn't that Nolan?
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Murph!
I think
Sorry.
he.
That's
But I
what I'm
heard
saying.
something.
This story, they can ask me to suspend my disbelief, but don't make me sit there with sit there and watch this thing as if I'm not a 28-year-old guy who has read real stories and understand how plots work. So
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Caleb, I agree with you, but you have to also realize that you and I and Roman here and a lot of the people that listen to us, we read really nuanced stories, really deep.
Okay, you're making the same argument Netflix said with The Witcher.
Jason,
No, fuck that. No, I'm not. The Witcher
dumbing stuff
fuck
down.
that,
Dumbing stuff down so that you can get the general audience does not work.
bro, I tried talking, Caleb. I want to bring this up to you because I didn't get a chance to talk to you about this.
When you were telling me about your Rule 34 stuff?
No, but we can talk about that later. I got some next for you.
I gotta hurry it up.
So, I was talking to somebody the other day. And this is kind of something I wanted to bring up with this show, because there's going to be a lot of people, normies specifically, they're going to have zero problem with this. Whereas there was even some things that I talked to my mom about last night after we watched it together, where, because she loved Rebels and Clone Wars. So we watched this together, and she was like, there's a couple things here and there. I see what you mean. Whereas there's going to be a ton of normies that love it. I just talked to somebody. In fact, the person is in this house right now. I just talked to them about Game of Thrones the other day.
Your father?
No, I'm not in my house. I'm in my buddy's house. But He crossed his heart, hoped to die, loves season 8 of Game of Thrones. Thinks it's the perfect ending.
What?
Thinks it's the perfect ending.
Chicken Man?
Yeah. Thinks that
He loves season 8 of Game of Thrones?
I think you are the only person I've ever heard in my life that loves Game of Thrones season 8.
What?
Like, he legitimately thinks it was a perfect thing. Shut the fuck up, Caleb. I see you.
Sorry, how do I put that in the comments? I think I have to go to the actual stream.
No, he told me to stream here today. He might.
Yeah, I'm still putting it in there.
He's taking a nap at the moment. That's why I'm talking shit on his Game of Thrones takes. Bro, if I got him on here to talk about Game of Thrones, that would be a fucking wild podcast because I was trying to explain all this shit. He's like, well, dude, it's so perfect. And I'm like, they fucked Jamie up. And he's like, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. Not at all. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way you think that. Like, how in your brain do you think that it was perfect that Arya killed the Night King? Like, he literally thinks that was the best person for the job. And I'm like,
I mean, I'm not trying to be hip. I'm trying to
fucking killed Cersei. That's been her goal since the beginning of the show. And then you have her. I don't want to get into a Game of Thrones tangent, but he literally thinks that Jon shouldn't have killed the Night King. And that Jaime and Cersei dying together like that was perfect. And that Daenerys getting killed by Jon was perfect. And that everything. I'm like, what about Brienne? He goes, well, he never really loved her. I'm like, what do you mean? What? Bro, it was literally like, I can't get through this person. I cannot get through this brick. I can't explain to you why this has like fucked up everything because you just like it. It's so like, and I'm not hating on him for it, but I'm like, I'm baffled. I'm like, how? Like, I wish I was you. Like, I don't understand how you loved it so much. Because I thought I was the only one who was hating on it until it was over, and I saw everybody else like, the fuck? I
mean, in fairness, to each their own, though. But
well, yeah, I mean,
sometimes
I could more easily understand you liking the sequel trilogy than I could understand you liking
Game of Thrones season 8.
Like in Game of Thrones season 8. Like, I could way more easily understand, like, yeah, you were newer to Star Wars or something like that. These are the movies that you watched first, whatever. That works. But if you've legitimately watched season 1 to season 8 of Game of Thrones, like, I can't understand why you love season 8. I literally can't. Like, it makes zero fucking sense to me. But I wish I was in that position. Just like I wish I was one of the people that loves the sequel trilogy and thinks it fits perfectly. Shout out to Star Wars Santa.
I was just about to bring him up, actually.
He's also in the same boat because he hates the prequels. So he's in the same boat that we're in. It's just, we love the prequels. He doesn't like them. He loves the sequels. We don't like them. But we could still be friends here. I literally am so baffled how anybody can say after watching 7 seasons of Game of Thrones that season 8 was the best season and it was great. Like,
Did you see the season 4 of The Witcher? Literally just got a trailer drop.
No. Fuck The Witcher. I do want to watch the Rebel Moon trailer today.
Will we get cut?
Nah. Transformative. We'll be fine. I'm gonna pause it every 5 seconds. We're good.
All right, bet.
I watched a couple people do it yesterday, and they didn't get in trouble for it. So,
all right, cool with me. Nah, but dude, so and Zach will probably hear this later, but Chicken Man knows
he'd probably be here right now. And he was like, dude, I'm falling asleep right now. I need a nap. And I was like, go fucking take one, bro. I got you. I was like,
Chicken Man
I've done this
knows that
multiple times.
Chicken Man knows that I respect him, but
I don't respect that. I literally straight up said to him, I was like, I can't agree with that opinion, bro. I just, no matter how many times you tell me Game of Thrones Season 8's good and you try and argue it, I just can't agree with you.
I think that's why I was so hesitant
He also
to
loves
watch.
Wakanda Forever. Like, loves it. He thinks he's watched Wakanda Forever, like,
I haven't seen it, so I can't judge it.
He was like hype. He was like, when's Thor Love and Thunder gonna come on? When is Ant-Man and the Wasp, like Quantumania, gonna be on Disney Plus? Like, he's hype.
Thor? Dog. Okay, no, but I have to say though,
he thought Thor Love and Thunder was good. I'm sorry, I'm like blaming him right now, bro. I really am. I don't mean to. I really don't.
No,
like,
but
because I wish that I felt that way. And it's not that he's just like watching it to watch it. It's just like he's so in love with these characters that they can do no wrong. And I understand that.
Well,
because like to Star Wars and other people, and like even people in my own family, dude, my uncle thought Rings of Power was good. I was like, I don't even know how to speak to you right now. Like, he was like, did you watch Rings of Power? That shit's awesome. I'm like, you read the books. You read the fucking books. Like, and then it's my mom's brother, right? And then I told her, and I was like, do you know that he likes Rings of Power? And she looked at me and went, what? I was like, talk to your brother. Talk to your brother. Get him. Tell him now.
Bro, what?
He read the books growing up. Like, so I'm like, or maybe he didn't, but both my grandfather, my aunt, and my mom all read the books around him. So he knew, he grew up with Lord of the Rings. Like, I'm like, how do you not realize what you're saying right now? That is legitimate blasphemy. That is blasphemy.
Well, it's also, there's gotta be that one like sick person that liked the Halo show. Like,
oh my god, I honestly think that was worse than Rings of Power, because at least they had all of the fucking source material for Halo. Rings of Power had 200 pages. What's up, Joe? This is Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt. I love this cat, bro. He's like not even a year old, but his name's Joe Dirt because they adopted him, and when he got in, he was covered in dirt, and that was just a nickname they gave him before they named him, and now we just call him Joe Dirt.
Nice.
Because he was like this big when they found him, and he was sick and covered in dirt, and nobody can get him in. What's up, buddy? Why? Do not smack my drink off the table. Do not.
I gotta tell you though, Roland, I just watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 last night. It actually was pretty good.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. That's the last movie James Gunn did, and he directed it, what, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
And it didn't come out until now. Sorry, I'm not meaning to flip you guys off.
It's been done for 3 years.
Yeah. Like,
it's been done for 3 years,
So that's completely not Disney. That's actually before the wokest of the woke shit came into Hollywood.
It started around like 2018, but yeah.
Yes, it started technically. I heard Gary say this from Neurotic. Great fucking point. It was Patient Zero was Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, but who watched that movie though? That's like the only thing. It's like,
I watched that fucking movie. I wish I didn't, but because they fucked up.
You watched Ant-Man and the Wasp? Why?
Because
Why?
Because I knew Ghost was going to be in it, and I loved Ghost as a character from the comics.
What's up?
Fucked up. What's up, Jake? Well, Jake, I understand why you probably wouldn't like it because there's a lot of animal torture in it. So I can
Yeah.
totally understand why Jake would not like that. But
Yes, because Jake
regardless
is
of,
an animal guy.
so am I. It
Yeah.
just made me cry watching that shit, and I have no problem saying that. If you didn't tear up at least once in that movie, then I don't think you have a fucking soul. Same
All
same
of
with
the flashback
Coco,
scenes.
baby. If you didn't cry watching Coco, you're not human.
Coco's a great movie.
Same with
I won't
Moana.
hear anything different.
Yo, shout out to my boy Jake with the Moana shit, bro.
Moana's a great movie too.
That's Jake's favorite movie. No, it's not, but it's probably not. But we've watched Moana like multiple times together. Like, fucking bro, when that
The
movie
Rock
was
has a legendary song in that movie.
Yo, Daryl.
Daryl, what's up?
Daryl does have many souls. And
Yeah,
Daryl's got that real
Jake,
soul in his voice and his larynx. Good singer.
Coco is straight up heat. Facts, right?
Facts. 100% facts. Jake, did you watch Ahsoka?
Yeah.
That's what I'm interested. I'm interested to know if Jake watched Ahsoka and how he feels, because I know for a fact that he is not as versed in Star Wars as we are. So I want to see somebody from that perspective. Because I don't mean this in a bad way. My parents anymore, because my parents are fucking just as big as, they know everything. They've watched everything. They've watched all of. There's not one piece of Star Wars visual media that they haven't seen, including the games.
Probably will this weekend. Bet.
You should. You should, and text me when you do, because I want to see what your opinion is.
It's actually not that bad, Jake. So you might actually have.
What do you mean that bad? I don't think it's bad at all.
No.
There's a wild chicken man. Pop. Meow, 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 meow.
Where's he at?
Where's he at? He just walked into the bathroom. I gotta plug my computer in here, so I'm gonna mute my stuff while excuse me while I whip this out.
Wait, pause, man. But yes, we are doing another stream tonight. I am going to be reacting to / watching the Republicans yell at each other for a good 2 hours, and I'm gonna be watching it on Rumble. So if y'all want to come over and watch it with me, I'll be streaming here, but I'm gonna be watching it through Rumble, but I'm gonna be streaming it on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So yeah, fun. I wonder if the Fox account will just let me watch it through Fox on YouTube. That'd be easier, but maybe not. But yeah, I mean, you guys should come over and watch. So yeah, fun. Nah, man, it's not a really bad idea. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun thing. I'm probably not gonna watch the full thing, but I'll watch like an hour and a half of it maybe. We got 10 in the chat. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Rolo's plugging his computer in apparently, because it's about to die. So I'm showing here, keeping this stream going. Oh, what? I would be careful. Roman Fox stated that they will be striking any channel that shows more than a couple. You're joking, right, Daimyo? Oh no. Really? Seriously? Oh no. But I've reacted to stuff from Fox before though in the past. Like when Marianne Williamson went on to Fox News and I covered that Sean Hannity video. Like, they didn't cook me for that, but I'll take your word for it, though. That's serious. Damn, bro. That ain't right. That ain't right, man. Bro, come on. Oh, specific. Why, though? That's stupid. People should be able to react to it if they want to. That's stupid. Like, it just doesn't let people that create content do what they need to do. Like, I have an idea for a fun stream, and then now, like, I can't do it. I mean, I could just do a late night stream if y'all want to come on. That's wild. We're an hour and 21 minutes in. We got 8 in the chat. Let's see how many are in the YouTube chat. There's 7 in the YouTube chat, and there's someone either on Kick or on Twitch. Let me check the Kick chat. Let me see if there's anybody in Kick. Let me check the Kick chat real fast.
What's buddies?
What's going on, Rolo?
I did get my computer plugged into somewhere, so I want to be sitting looking like a moron for a little bit.
I mean, you always look like a moron.
Yo, fuck you. I know where you live, kid.
And I know where you live. What does that mean?
I'm sneakier.
Yeah.
Level 100,
Roland just pops outside on my window. No, I mean, you're not wrong down here. Maybe I'll wait until we get the actual, like, presidential ones, and it's just a bunch of old dudes young. Yeah.
Well, you're talking about the Trump debate tonight?
Well, no, it's not Trump. Trump's not going to be there. It's gonna be a bunch.
Oh, he's doing something today.
Yeah, he's doing an interview.
Jeremy's going to stream it. He's probably going to stream it on DA Cobra on the Cobra Cast. Because he covers all the political shit. So
they're having a debate to see who's going to come in second places. Is what's happening. And
I'm having a debate on what I'm going to for lunch.
Why don't you get pizza? Why don't you get some pizza?
That's a good point. Pizzagate? Oh, pause. Can I say that on YouTube? Fuck.
Thanks for getting me taken down, Roland.
Just a gate made of pizza. Like, I don't get what the big deal is.
Yeah, no, I probably shouldn't because, like, apparently Fox is going to strike me if I.
Oh, yeah, Fox will give you shit. That's why when we're watching the Rebel Moon trailer, I'm gonna be like, because pause. Sorry, ladies. No, Netflix is like really, really fucking bad with that. So.
Oh God, Ronnie.
Not as bad as WB. Oh no, he's back. Damia, do your thing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Ronnie. I'm kidding.
WB is atrocious.
WB is.
I could go for some Popeyes.
They're just assholes on it because, like, what the fuck? Like, we're trying to react to something so that more people will see it. And it's not like we're not pausing it. It's not like we're showing your content. It's a fucking trailer that's free on YouTube. Why are you copyright striking us? Julie, do the thing.
That's okay. I already timed out Ronnie.
Yo. Bro, I'm gonna be Varric for Halloween. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get myself a blue outfit. Just be Varric.
You would need the like eye contacts, but you could pull out Varric, I think.
I can shave my beard.
Yeah, you could pull out Varric. You would just need to get darker
stash,
skin.
turn the stash down a little bit.
You just have to pull a reverse Michael Jackson, and then you would be good.
Varric's not that tan. I can get away with it.
You don't think so? Hold on.
No, they're just slightly tan. Like they're not really. I mean, they're supposed to be Inuit. Varric does not look Inuit at all. Ahsoka. Katara.
Laptop.
Katara and bro.
You think you can pull that off, Roland?
No, that is not Varric. Look at a different picture. He's not that dark in the show. Look at him on the left, right there. Look at him on the left, right there. That's
right
shadowed.
here, yeah. Okay.
That's not shadowed. Look at that.
Yeah, true. It's a good point. Why is my main search?
He's the best character. He's the only reason. Him and Zahir and Amon are why you watch Korra and Bolin.
I hate that my main search engine's Bing. I hate Bing. Bing is so weird.
I love that Daimyo just said Julie. I fucking love that, dude. That's like
because Daimyo's culture.
He's the best character. Varric is the best character in that show. He literally says to Bolin in season 4, I love it, when they're on the train, and he goes, Bolin, I'm gonna kill myself, and you're going with me. And Bolin's like, what? And he goes, yep, Julie left. We're blowing ourselves up. And he's like, what? He goes, I'm taking all of them with me. He doesn't do it, but like it's so freaking funny that he just looks at him and he goes, Bolin, I'm gonna kill myself. I have nothing to live for anymore.
We've got 11,
and she just jumps on his back and is his wings. Like it's so stupid, but it's amazing. I know,
hilarious, bro.
Varric is straight up the only reason you should watch Avatar, like, or Korra. Like he's the pro bending is sick, but Varric is the best reason, and Avatar 1.
I forgot most of the show. Yeah,
I don't blame you. It's forgettable, but Varric isn't. Have you seen the one episode where it's just Varric and Bolin on the boat in season 4? And they're like with the Earthbenders, and they're just going back to the land because they just freed some Earthbenders, and they stole his boat, and they're all like going back to their actual place. And he's just telling them the story of Korra, but it's through Varric's eyes. And he's like, so then Amon called up Vatu, and they were talking, but then Unalaq came in, and they were like, don't tell him the plan. We don't like this guy. He's weird. So it was like a meta joke because nobody liked Unalaq as a villain. And then they call him Zahir, and they're like, yo. And he's like, hello? And they're like, what's up, Zahir? How you doing, bro? And like, it's so stupid, but it's freaking amazing.
Zahir might be like
wow, you guys really went through this? Like
he might be like my second favorite villain.
Zahir?
Yeah.
Zahir's awesome, dude. Zahir and Kuvira.
Facts.
Like Kuvira is a good villain, whether people like her or not, but she isn't the Red Lotus. The Red Lotus is fucking sick. The 4 unnatural benders, like, that's so badass. You got, bro, you can't forget the scene in that show where Pali literally gets her head exploded.
Yeah, right.
Like, season 3 was rough, bro. They sucked the air out of the Earth Queen's lungs. Literally, like, airbended the air out of her lungs and suffocated her so she couldn't breathe.
I think this...
And then later in season 3, they literally wrap metal around Police's head, right as she does with the eye on her forehead, right as she does it's just, and she, like, right as she fires, just, boom, blows her fucking skull up. Like, that show is pretty violent, bro.
I think this season 3 is going to be, I think the season 3 was definitely the best, and I think season 1 gets like overhated because I think the season 2 is
bro. Season 3, I still think Amon is a better villain than anybody else.
Really?
Amon was legitimately terrifying. He took out a bloodbender.
Yeah.
Like, that's legitimately scary. That this dude
Zahir is awesome, though.
Everybody else in the room, before Tarlok even raises both of his hands, he raises one hand, and everybody else in the room just crumples. And Zahir's or Amon's just standing there and just takes one step forward and another step forward and another step forward. And Tarlok's like, what the fuck? And then he just tackles him and takes his... What? Mm-hmm. What? Like, that is terrifying, bro. He was so in control of his chakras and his muscle points and bloodbending himself. He was bloodbending himself to do it. That's terrifying shit.
That is scary, bro. Like imagine bloodbending yourself.
He never used waterbending to beat Korra. Nope. He only ever used his actual waterbending at the end of the show, in the last episode. The rest of the show, he's not using bending. He's only bloodbending himself. That's pretty fucking spooky. Like, he's like, I can beat you without the water. And then he takes the Avatar's bending away? What the fuck? Like, bro... That's a scary-ass villain. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Amon was literally trying to take the bending away from everybody on the planet. That's pretty fucking scary. At least Zahir was the opposite. He just wanted to get rid of the Avatar, but have everybody be benders.
Yeah, man, that's wild.
Like...
So, let's get into this Rebel Moon trailer.
Wait, he said... I want a White Lotus movie. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Sorry about that, Don.
I was going to say, get off your fucking phone. God damn.
I was trying to find live streams.
God damn. No, it's all good. I want to touch on a few things before we get into Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in the middle.
What your opinion on Ahsoka was?
So just because we're on topic of Avatar, I'm rewatching Korra. I don't hate it as much as I remember hating it at first, but there are issues. There's no cohesive like storyline. Like each season kind of dives into a different
storyline. Yeah.
And that's what the biggest issue I have with it is that there's no, everything in The Last Airbender leads up to fighting Ozai. Yep. And in this, like, there's just, they do a different main villain each season, and there's no. And honestly, her character just isn't that great. She's kind of annoying.
The only great part about season 2 is Avatar 1. Like the backstory for the very first Avatar.
Yeah, I agree. I actually really like that. I'd like a show about him. I think that would be cool.
Yes, awesome.
I think this season 2 is trash, though, to be honest. Like
season 2, it's not that bad. I kind of think it's cool. I think it's kind of cool seeing a dark Avatar. I don't think it's that bad.
No, that's pretty dope, but I don't like the giant...
I don't think Unalaq's a good villain.
At the end.
I
don't think there's going to be a giant monster fight at the end of it.
I just think the stakes aren't that high. They're not represented that highly.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Can we all agree that Mako got done dirty?
Mako gets done dirty twice by two different bitches that end up loving each other.
Yeah, they end up literally both of his ex-girlfriends end up marrying each other, bro.
God, I hate that shit. And that's different writers, correct? Than the Airbender?
Yes.
Yeah, see, it's obvious.
I think it was season 1 and 2 of Korra where was Konietzko and DiMartino, and I think that season 3 and 4 were not.
That's why I think the new stuff.
Opposite, but
the new stuff is gonna. We're gonna get a sequel trilogy effect from the new stuff. I almost guarantee it.
Oh yeah, no. When you see the new Avatar, The Last Airbender stuff that's coming out, I highly think that everybody who disliked Korra is gonna go back and be like, "That was fucking gold. That was way better."
Wait,
because
you think it's
Avatar? The casting is on point. I do have to give it.
I'm not talking about the live action. I'm talking about the new cartoons. They are gonna triple down on this whole woke stuff.
Well, there's 3 movies.
I understand. I know what the new stuff is. I'm saying we're not gonna like it.
I'm so worried they're gonna mess with Kyoshi.
I really do think we are not gonna like any of the new stuff. They are gonna triple down on everything we don't like about Korra.
I can see that.
I really believe that at this point.
I could also.
I think Zuko's gonna be good.
The Zuko one.
I think we want it to be good. I think all the signs are pointing to the opposite.
See, at this point, if they don't retcon the comic book, we don't need Zuko's story of how he finds his mom in animation. It's really not.
Yes,
But it's not as interesting in the comic book. So, like, if they're not going to retcon the comic book, then don't do it. Give us something.
They don't have to retcon it. They just
need to make it better.
Develop that story alongside of another arc. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't think they need to retcon it, but they just develop it differently in the actual cartoon. But yeah, without having the original writers on board, I don't think it's going to be. I think we're going to see a really shitty version of what we want to see.
I really love Paul Sun-Young Lee. I think he's a good actor. He's the one who's in Mando as the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
The older Asian man with the beard.
Is he Iroh?
The X-Ring? Yeah, he's Iroh.
Yeah. I could see that playing well.
I could like that quite a lot. And
actually, it sounds like they don't have bad casting.
The kid playing Zuko looks really good. The girl playing Katara looks really good. The little kid they have playing Aang, I could totally see it.
I think we'll know what we're gonna get once we see the trailer.
Well, they already have Azula cast, and she's not until season 2. Shouldn't be.
I thought they've already wrapped a lot of filming.
Dude, Ozai is what's his name? What I don't know what cop show it is. I feel like it's Hawaii.
Hawaii
5-0.
Hawaii 5-0. I'm pretty sure it's him. It's he's a
Bobby
Asian
Lee.
Actor. He's playing Ozai, and he looks perfect.
Did you hear me?
No.
Bobby Lee.
No. That would be fucking great, dude. But no, if that would be like the Netflix adaptation.
Dude,
right?
That would be hilarious if they got Bobby Lee to be my cabbages. No, my cabbages.
Bobby Lee do the move where he's like by season 3 where he shoots the lightning out of his fingers at Zuko. Just seeing him do that, seeing Bobby Lee shirtless flying through the sky.
Ronnie, why are you hating, bro? Like, why?
What's he saying?
Why are y'all?
Why the fuck are you still here? You said
I just got in here. So in terms of Ahsoka, again, I haven't finished it. I've heard enough. Like, I'll watch it through and probably have different perspectives. But a lot of this stuff we've talked about already and that I commented on is just enough for me to it doesn't fix any of the jaded stuff. I can't rate it yet, but I definitely won't be giving it an 8 or a 9.
I think there's a couple really awesome scenes and some really good world building. Also, I called this the other night. Actually, it might have been last night on John's stream, where I was like, I bet you Clancy Brown's going to be in there as Ryder Azadi. That's who I want to see. And he was there. And that was sick.
Yeah. Well, Matt had already told me he was going to be in there, so I knew that was coming. But look, Look.
See, I found out that I knew Sabine. Spoilers. I
We
knew
already
Caleb's
spoiled
a
everything.
6.
I knew Sabine was gonna get stabbed.
But look.
I heard that
Sabine
already.
getting stabbed alone and surviving alone doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't grant it that high of a rating.
See, what she gets is, I don't know, have you seen her get stabbed? You said you didn't watch the second
I don't
episode.
really care. I just have to know that she gets stabbed and then she survives.
Right. So where she does get stabbed is more so on the side, and I get that. Like, still, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I said this to my mom last night. I was like, tired of people getting stabbed because why is Qui-Gon fucking alive? But she got stabbed like here. Qui-Gon got stabbed like here. So that's going through his spine.
Bro, it's a lightsaber. It's a lightsaber. That's your kidney.
That's what I'm saying. But
you're gonna die if your kidney gets stabbed.
But Disney does not understand lightsabers, is what I'm saying.
But it's not even Disney. It's not even Disney, dude. Dave Filoni wrote this shit.
Yeah, that's true. But okay. Still, like, what happens is she gets stabbed through a spot that there's not many vital organs, right? And I get that.
Your kidney is a vital organ.
I'm not defending it. What I'm saying is...
But you said vital organ. That's a vital organ.
No, I'm not defending it. But what I'm saying is, at least they show her getting treatment. Reva just gets the fuck up and ends up on Tatooine. Like,
okay.
At least they did that. At least they were okay, Ahsoka showed up right as she got stabbed, brought her somewhere for treatment, which was right down the fucking street, as you can see. It was right down the road. I'm like, all right, maybe that would have been more believable. And keep this in mind, Ahsoka has been written for a long time. Before Kenobi was finished going through its bullshit. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kenobi just took that fucking idea, but that show ended up coming out first, and they didn't do it right. They didn't execute it correctly. And I would be fine if somebody...
I don't know if that timeline's correct.
Stabbed in the leg.
I don't know if, dude, I don't think that timeline's correct because you have to remember it was written as a movie, and they took the character Reva. That easily could have been in the rewrites and in the original as well. So who knows who wrote that scene first? It's irrelevant in my opinion. And look at Boba Fett. So if you have a blaster and you get shot in the stomach like Ming-Na Wen's character, and she has to have a whole robotic stomach replaced.
Fuck that. That's retarded. I'm not.
But it all falls in line with what I'm saying.
Yeah, no one ever dies in Star Wars anymore.
Well,
Can we lose a hand, people? Can we lose a hand?
But this is Savior Filoni. This is Savior Filoni that's writing this, and like, how can you have such a high score?
But I've never said that Filoni is our Savior.
Rolo, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the general public that's saying that this is it. Just in general, how can it have such a high rating score with all of this bullshit that's happening already within the first 2 episodes? And another minor nitpick on it, and sure you could argue that this is budget issues, but Ahsoka jumps around like no one's business in Clone Wars and in Rebels. And the first season or the first episode in that opening scene, she just kind of like hops up on that ramp. It's a really minor thing, but like she's a badass Jedi. She should do a force flip into that thing. Like
as in Gary reacting to that and her jump baller was the funniest shit I've seen in a long time. Because as goes when she jumps to hit the HK droid, right? As was like, that's how I jump around my like 4-year-old nephew when I'm trying to make him laugh. And I just started cracking the fuck up because.
Well, I'm talking about when she jumps onto the ship, not not that.
Well, still, when she does that jump, bro, she goes. She's not like, wow, like Ahsoka would be. Like, and that's why I said earlier, I don't know if you were here yet, but one of the first points that I brought up today was that there's no wire work I'm seeing. Like, and I feel like that's what it's missing, because in the prequels, yes, Nick Gillard trained Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen to be completely fucking badass in sword fighting. They still train to this day and hang out and shit. But they also needed the wire work to make it look like they were using the Force. It didn't matter how good of a like how physically fit that you were, how many kickflips. I'm sorry, I'm talking skating. How many backflips you could do, how many front flips you could do. Like, none of that mattered, because you still wouldn't be able to look like a Jedi doing it, because no human can jump 6 feet in the air and do a double backflip and land. You need wire work. So this show, from my opinion, has not had the wire work that it is required to show. Because Ahsoka is the most acrobatic Jedi.
How can you have all of these perspectives and still give it an 8 to a 9.5?
Because I think the story's there. I think the music is fucking great. I think some of the acting from certain people, like Ray Stevenson, kills it. Ray Stevenson is fucking awesome as Balin. He's really good.
Yeah, we disagree on the rating, but I just can't. I refuse to give praise where it's not due. I just don't think it is.
I'm giving praise directly to that actor. I'm giving praise directly to the composer. I'm giving praise directly to some of the other actors, and some of the cinematography is really fucking sick. I'm giving praise to some of that. Like that scene where him and Shin are bursting through and they're just going through the ship. I thought that was pretty solid. That was very Star Wars-esque. And but I'm also thinking from a perspective that we have gotten none of this in any other Star Wars show.
I mean, I'll give it that. I'll give it that it's better than the other shows that we've gotten, but that just means we've gotten used to eating shit, and that this shit just tastes a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree. That's how I've been going into this. And I'm not saying I dislike the show, because I think they have the casting right. I'm a little iffy on Hera, but I don't
like Hera.
I like Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She is fucking awesome in Fargo.
I don't think she's capturing Hera, though.
Well, I want to see if she can do the French accent. I want to see Hera get upset, because when Hera gets upset, she starts talking like this and then moves into the French accent.
No, I hear what you're saying.
I want to see if she can do that.
Roman, what were you trying to ask?
So, first of all, I just want to say, when Sabine is on the speeder, trust me, I'm not listening to the music. That's one. But two.
Well, Natasha.
Wait, let Roman talk.
Natasha Leibovitz is hot. I mean, you can't deny that.
What I was gonna ask Damio was that, and I'm not saying that your point of view is wrong, but like I'm saying, like, so you weren't a fan of like Kenobi, Book of Boba, and Mando season 3, right? You didn't
or
like
Andor. Or Andor.
Right. Okay, so then do you think that Ahsoka's the best show to come out of the Disney Star Wars era since the end of Clone Wars?
It's not fair to judge it like that yet. It's only 2 episodes in.
What about Tales?
Okay, I'm saying so far. Yeah, Tales.
You gotta include Tales and Bad Batch in there, because there's some really great stuff in both of those shows as well.
I thought those were overrated, but
you did not like Tales?
I just
didn't dislike it, but
I'm talking about the Dooku part.
Sure, but that whole show is pretty much Ahsoka, so.
No, there's 3 Ahsoka and 3 Dooku.
See, here's my thing.
I'm just tired of Ahsoka.
No, I understand
think
that
if they
too,
hadn't,
because I love the character of Ahsoka, and having her so like if this Ahsoka show had come out and she wasn't in Mando and she wasn't in Book of Boba Fett and we weren't getting so much Ahsoka, I would feel better about it because I loved the character of Ahsoka, and now I feel like they're oversaturating her so much and trying to shoehorn her in as the main character of Star Wars now. And I get that, but you're not doing it the right way. Because you're not including Luke Skywalker where he needs to be. You're not including Han and Leia. Where the fuck are they? Where's Lando? Where's Chewbacca? Like, none of this shit. Where's Admiral Akbar? Like, none of this would be going on right now without them knowing. If Thrawn is coming back, all of them should know about that.
They don't know who Thrawn is.
Literally
they don't know who Thrawn is yet. Not all of them.
But I guarantee you, Akbar does. Akbar fought in the Clone Wars. Like,
yeah, I agree.
If one person says Grand Admiral Thrawn is building an army and he's coming back, I'm pretty sure the whole rebellion, well, the New Republic now, should know that. You should be.
Yeah, we're only 2 episodes in. We don't know where they're
putting
taking
bricks
her.
on a fucking wall to build your temple and get your ass out here to fight like a Skywalker.
I hear you.
I think Roland does have a point, though. I don't think Thrawn's going to get more than like 30 seconds in this show. I think he's going to be at the very end.
No, I think we'll get at least 2 episodes with him in there. Personally,
Thrawn Musk.
So
I would.
Did you notice that, bro? He looks like Elon.
Bro, have you not seen my profile picture in Discord?
No, did you change it? Is it?
It's literally Grand Admiral Musk.
It's just Elon Blue
with red eyes. Yeah, I photoshopped it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I'll agree, Roman, that it's definitely the best product within Star Wars. Like, it gives off the most Star Wars vibes out of all of these. But I can't judge it.
Why I like it. But I'm saying that's probably why I feel differently about the show than I have for mostly everything except for like Andor. Because I feel like I'm watching Star Wars when I watch the show, whereas I didn't feel like that when like watching Boba Fett. I didn't feel like that when watching Kenobi. When I watch Ahsoka, I feel like I'm watching a Star Wars show.
And you know what the thing is there? Real quick, Damian. You know what the thing is there? Because Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi were not written like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Boba Fett. They were not the same character in their show. And that, to us, fuck yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Ahsoka is way more Star Wars than the sequel trilogy. And, again, like I said earlier, and I feel like I always have to preface this because I'm not trying to get us in trouble, I don't like the sequel trilogy. I find aspects of it that I do enjoy, and I praise everybody who loves the sequel trilogy because I wish I was you.
Yeah, I mean, so another thing I want to bring up is I think it's kind of obvious that Morgan Elsbeth wasn't intentionally written as a Night Sister. I think Jon Favreau wrote that character and with Dave, and they were like, okay, we'll have her fight Ahsoka, and then Dave started writing the show and was like, you know what, let's make her a Night Sister. But even like I don't know if they're supposed to be tattooed white, but she just doesn't look like a Night Sister in any way.
They're not tattooed white. Their race, they are Zabrak. Like,
that's what I thought, and that's what I've always considered Zabraks, the males, as either yellow, red, or brown,
right? So
and the Night Sisters are white.
Battlefront got it. Star Wars Battlefront got it incorrect because you can play as a female Zabrak with horns. That's wrong. That's not canon. what is correct is the male Zabrak has horns, and they get their faces tattooed, and they come in multiple colors. The females are all pale white. They don't have horns. They have white hair mostly, or they shave it like Ventress, and that's a female Zabrak, and they did originate from Dathomir, but they did. I can understand that. Yeah, they have ships. They have their own ships. They have their own technology. They have fucking magic. Yeah, and George created them back like way long ago, before the Clone Wars was even a thing. So I'm okay with them existing with magic, and I'm okay with them having their own planets on other places, like their own civilizations, other places. But
this is my point, that
the home world.
This is my point, that she said she's a survivor, so she was there when Grievous came to destroy them. And so if she grew up on that planet, she should have the same accent, which is why I'm saying I think it wasn't. Hold on. I don't think that she was written as originally as a Night Sister, and they just threw her in as a Night Sister. Like, oh yeah, she's a Night Sister now, because it really doesn't. They haven't convinced me yet that she's a Night Sister. It just doesn't line up, in my opinion.
And now I'm seeing all of these people, which I don't understand this, where this comes from. But there's all these people that are, well, I guess I do, but I think it's too convoluted, and it would make everything too connected. Oh, well, she must be related to Merrin from, Fallen Order. She's Merrin and Cal's daughter. No.
Okay, I don't know what Reddit you're reading.
No, this is comments in Star Wars Theories chat last night.
That was Theories chat? Oh,
this was comments in Theories chat last night.
His chat pisses me off. I can't stand that chat.
His chat, not against Theory, because I fucking love Theory. And him and I had a really good conversation one time when I met him. And he's like extremely nice most of the time, unless somebody says some shit that's out of pocket on his streams. But he's not gonna sit there and be like,
"It was a Star Wars Theory show."
He's not gonna sit there and be like, "Well, this is fucking stupid." But there's a lot of things
he will.
Well, I mean, he will, but he won't be doing it when there's like 2,000 people all saying the same shit. Like then he'll just be like, "All right, we'll agree to disagree." But I know for a fact that he thinks that's a dumb idea, because he doesn't want Cal or Merrin or anybody to be brought in yet. He's like, I don't think it's the right time for anybody to be brought in.
Did anybody see? Did Theory end up liking Ahsoka or no?
Yeah, he liked it. He gave it a 9.5 to 10.
Dude, ratings are some people's ratings are just so stupid.
Yeah, but it's also their opinion.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Fuck.
But that's all it is.
Like,
is an opinion.
Honestly,
opinions can't be wrong though. I don't think.
But
breaking things down logically can be wrong. So if you're rating something, you're breaking it down. Give a reason. Don't just say, "Oh, it's a 9.5 because I liked it." No, offer reasons why it's a 9.5.
He did.
Like,
he always does. Theory.
I know, but
streamed for 5 hours yesterday and kept reiterating a lot of the same points. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah,
he was very fair, but he also gave the points that he fucking hated. Like, he was like, Sabine should be dead. And I agree with him. She should be fucking dead.
But this is kind of what I'm saying. I think rating is stupid sometimes, because you'll offer all these things that say that this is why this doesn't work, this is why this doesn't work, but it's a 9.5 because I liked it. You have to see what I'm saying.
No, I get exactly what you mean.
I get what you're saying.
That's why I'm not giving it a 9.5. I'm giving it my rating as a show removed from Star Wars. That's what I do. So, like, when I reviewed Rings of Power, by the way, Roman, I'm making you fucking watch season 2 with me. I'm not watching season 2 by myself.
If
You
make
watch
me watch
Power with me,
Rings of
asshole.
Power, I will never ever talk to you again. If you make me watch Rings of Power,
You're making me watch.
I have to do it again.
I have to watch it. You're gonna watch it with me. I'm gonna do it by myself. Fine, I will. I will review it on my own. But my point being is, there's a difference.
I'll watch it with you.
There's a difference between what those dumb fucks at Amazon did and what Dave's doing, because they had all the source material that wasn't touched and they still fucked it up. Dave is dealing with a fuck up that he now has to touch up.
And he still fucked it up in his own way.
But I don't blame him as much as I would blame Deborah Chow. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of not really. The stabbing thing's very hard to ignore. That's very hard to ignore. I mean, yeah, sure, from an outside perspective as a show, you can make that work, but you're not dealing with the show, you're dealing with Star Wars. And I can't believe he would do that. This is his baby, and he's apparently the apprentice to George Lucas, and he does shit like that? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, what I'm thinking is something that I really hoped wouldn't be the truth. And I think I'll have to wait until the show's over to completely determine this. But I was praying that Kathleen and whatever other fucking executives, because you know what? I've said this forever, that there's executives at Disney we don't even fucking know the names of that have their hands in this shit. It's not just Kathy.
Do you think Kathleen touched this show?
Hold on.
Maybe.
I don't think it was just Kathy. I don't think it was ever just Kathy. I think there's a lot of other executives at Disney that have their hands in Star Wars that want to do whatever the fuck they want to do. People that are nameless. People that are so fucking rich that we don't even know who the fuck they are. Because what do we talk about, right? We go, oh, well, it's all Kevin Feige's fault for Marvel. It's all Kathleen Kennedy's fault for Star Wars. And it's all Bob Iger's fault for Disney. But what about the people that are right next to them all the time? The people that are right under those people all the time? The people that are right under those other people? We don't know any of their fucking names. We know, what, 3 people for Star Wars? Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, Kathleen Kennedy, and what? Fucking Pablo Hidalgo. 4 people. Like, no, it's not 4 of them. There's a lot of other people that are putting this shit in. We need a clean slate. We need to, like, purge all of this company. On the Marvel side, and I don't give a fuck about Marvel. I really don't. I care about Spider-Man, and you killed my favorite character, Iron Man. So I don't, and you made Thor a bitch, and Doctor Strange a bitch, and you killed Captain America. So I have nothing to give a fuck about anymore. And you told me you're making a Moon Knight show, and then you make Moon Knight not canon. Fuck you. Like, so my point is, I could give a fuck about Marvel, but I still care about the Marvel fans who are sitting here like biting, like chomping at the bit to get what they want to get, but they're not going to get it because it's not just Kevin. There's slews of people under him that are in between the writers and the actors, and then there's a massive list, and then there's Feige. These are all.
I'm telling you, Rolo, I'm telling you right now, the executives had barely anything to do with Ahsoka. I guarantee that. These little minor details, like Sabine getting stabbed, the most they did was just approve what Dave wrote. I mean, he's the creative executive, so he has control on what gets written, what gets funneled through to the top. And they approved that, sure, but he wrote this stuff.
Yeah, but he had no hand in Andor. He had no hand in.
We're talking about Sabine getting stabbed and why that's bad.
I've told you, I think that's fucking bad. I'm agreeing.
I know, but this is the whole argument is that this is Dave. This isn't anyone else. This is Dave.
No, but I'm saying that there is multiple people surrounding him. There's Kathleen Kennedy that at the end of the day has the say-all be-all. And I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming Dave. I'm sure if I met Kathleen Kennedy on the street,
I'm blaming Dave.
But I'm not blaming
I don't know about that.
Dave or John, because we've known also in the past that, yes, who had full control over Book of Boba Fett? John. And we know, you and me know that specifically because of...
Well, that's not true. That's not true. She was the one that inserted Grogu into the show.
I'm saying, so what if... That's what we went into the show knowing, and we found out afterwards. So what if, with the people that we know people that work in the industry, what if we find out some shit that it isn't just Dave? Yes, he wrote it, but then we had the corporate and the executives come in, tweak this, tweak that, tweak this, tweak that, and then we don't have what Dave originally wrote. It becomes a Frankenstein monster of what he originally wrote. Just
highly doubt it.
The Book of Boba Fett, and you know that that's true because we know people that work there.
I highly doubt they're doing that with Dave Filoni. I'm sure they're listening to at least partially of what the crowd's saying, and they know how important Dave is to Star Wars and how much he's loved by most of the fans. I really don't think they fucked around too much with this, especially with his executive position now. I think they probably put him in that position for that reason, is that they trust him enough to write this stuff. And this is what we're getting so far, 2 episodes in, and there are already things like Sabine getting stabbed.
Well, like I'm saying as well, we have to keep in mind, he's not God. He's not amazing at what he does. There's some fucking shit episodes of Clone Wars and Rebels. And this is his first live action show. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt until the show's over, right? But I need to play devil's advocate here because that's what I like to do. So by playing devil's advocate, what I'm saying is we can't judge this till it's over. There's a lot of things that we've seen happen in different Star Wars shows that are nowhere near as fucking bad as whatever. Like, yes, I do think he approved that. I think he purposely approved that. Yes, and John did not. But my point being is Dave is as big as he's put up on a pedestal. When it comes to Hollywood, he is still a minnow in the ocean. Like, he is just breaking into finally being in full-on Hollywood. Every other executive, every other producer, every other person, to him or to them, he's nothing. He's some guy that created some animated shows for Star Wars that kids watched on Cartoon Network that made a sum of money, whatever. But to them in the executive position, he is the lowest of the low. It doesn't matter that he got brought up for that. He's nothing because he doesn't have the experience they have. And they're going to always think that their knowledge is better than his.
Yeah, he did. I agree, Melkor.
No, I don't think...
Yeah. You can say what you want.
Okay, all right. That's one of the points I wanted to bring up. So hold up.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Where does Ahsoka get
the whole thing we talked about with Ezra and Sabine? Yes, he did.
Where did Ahsoka get the staff? From the other fucking galaxy that they haven't been to yet.
Well, I'm not talking about... Okay, maybe he was talking about that scene, but he did retcon the message. That's for sure.
See,
unless I'm forgetting.
The building because the painting gets moved.
Yeah, no. That can work. That can work.
It's literally.
But the message was retconned. The message was retconned.
Yeah, the message was. Yes, I agreed on that when he said that because I knew it was changed. So was the message that. So was the the quote that Anakin says in the trailer was also changed. There was never a "you can do this, Ahsoka" in the end of that. That was never there in Tales of the Jedi. So I'm saying yes, those messages happen to be retconned, but I don't think the scene where she shows up to pick up Sabine, that's not the scene that we see at the end of Rebels. That scene at the end of Rebels is after this. That's when they're returning back. And she's Sabine, because Sabine walks up to it from the gangplank. She's not walking up to it from the side. She's walking up to it as if she got off the ship herself.
What does she say at the end of Rebels?
They don't say anything. They turn around and look at each other and smile, and Ahsoka's like this. That's what happened. So I have a feeling that when they go to this other galaxy, when things like that transpire, that's where Ahsoka learns a new version of the Force, something that is not known, something that you got the staff for. You have these white cloaks. You are reborn into a different person. That's what I'm assuming. And I don't think that Dave is stupid enough to go, well, I'm going to get rid of the staff. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of that. When he made so many fucking posts about how she's like Gandalf. We haven't seen that fucking transition yet. Like, as a character. That's going to come.
Yeah, they'll probably do that scene in live action with more context.
Like, we're going to see that she gets a white cloak, that she gets this staff, and this staff might be, what if it's a Night Sister staff, but what if they're from a different area? No, she's not a fucking Jedi. She's not a Jedi. She should not have the Force. She should not have the Force. She's not a Jedi, and we don't think she has the Force. Ronnie, go to school. Yeah, right. I got you, Darth Malcolm.
I always thought that costume was kind of stupid. Like, why is she walking around with the staff?
I think the staff looks sick.
Why would she need a staff? She's got
bleach, bro.
She has 2 lightsabers. I don't know why you need a staff.
What if the staff is way more fucking powerful? What if she doesn't even need to fight? What if the staff?
That's stupid.
I don't think so, because I want to see Ahsoka transcend Jedi and Sith and that aspect of the Force. Like, that's what Gandalf did. Gandalf rarely wielded his sword after he...
So she's a white Jedi.
Well, they say that never existed. There's never been a different...
There's no her technical term... I thought that Ahsoka's technical term is that she's actually a gray Jedi.
Dude, don't ever say that to a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, they don't exist. There's no such thing as a gray. It's either you're a Force user, or you're a Force user that travels the path of the dark and the light. Like there
is no such thing as a gray Jedi.
Yeah, like that would be considered.
Never has been.
Jedi is somebody who just has the Force. Like, in that case, then Han Solo is a fucking great Jedi because he's a great pilot. Like, it doesn't.
Well, the argument is that, I mean, you don't have to have the title of a Jedi, but if you're a Force user, you're either on the light or you're on the dark. That's literally the basis of the argument.
Yeah, literally.
And if you start using the dark, you get closer to the dark side, and because once you get set on that path, then you're going down to that.
It goes back to Ashla and Bogan. And if you guys don't know what Ashla and Bogan are, that's the moons of Python. Bro, she would look better if she drew the freaking Montrals and had the fucking Montrals up here. And the Leku on the back longer. That's what she needs. I don't know.
I don't think they're called Leku.
No, the thing on the back is a Leku.
No, I've looked this up before. Ahsoka's tentacle things are called a different thing. That race has different.
Montrals.
There's different terms for them. Montrals, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but these are Montrals. These are Montrals. The thing that hangs over the back of your head is a Leku.
I could be wrong, but I always thought Leku were specific to Twi'leks.
So do a lot of people, and I could be wrong, but I've heard it referred to that one part on the back of her head is her Leku because she's had to hide it before, and they've seen that in books.
Pretty sure it's Montrals, all of them, but I could be wrong.
The Walking and Breathing Star Wars Encyclopedia might actually be wrong here. It's wild to me.
What does it say?
You, Will.
No, I'm the walking, speaking in Star Wars Encyclopedia. No, I, you know what? Disney has confounded my brain so much. I feel like I'm addled by it. I don't like.
What is Shmi's maiden name?
I know my canon. I know what I grew up with. Sometimes some of their bullshit gets spewed in because I have so much of it up my head. You can ask anybody I talk to. I bring Star Wars up every fucking day. We're playing Sea of Thieves the other night, and guess what? I made a Star Wars reference. Like, it's just never.
What is the name of?
I don't think there's been a day.
What is the name of? What is the name of Qui-Gon Jinn's mother then?
That's not in anything.
All right, gentlemen, I'd love to keep arguing with you, but I gotta go.
All right, Damio, thank you for hopping on.
I was having so
Thank
much
you for
fun.
having me on.
Oh, dude,
I know, but I work.
Damio, you're welcome here any fucking time, dude.
I know, I'm your regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never, never once do you have to say thank you, dude. Like you're always welcome.
Oh no, thank yous are always important. Unfortunately, you can't stream tonight.
That's what I was saying to Roman earlier.
Yeah,
I was like,
man,
I don't think we're streaming tonight because we haven't talked about it.
I hate that I can't stream. That sucks. That sucks that I'm gonna get cut. That sucks.
Why are you gonna get cut?
I hate that I can't. Well, because if I stream the presidential thing, apparently Fox is going to like copyright me.
Well, I was saying
I don't want to get copyrighted.
Damio and I can't stream tonight.
Oh well, yeah, no.
We can't do our ancient civilizations and stuff.
I know, no. But like I'm saying, I can't stream either because I knew that Damio was not going to be able to, so I was going to.
Well,
now I can't either.
Before you're out of here, Damio, I want you to plug your stuff.
Oh, Gatekeepers Damio. Go check it out. A bunch of history podcasts coming up and conspiracy theories and just fun times.
I'm on there.
And probably a few Ahsoka videos.
It's Star Wars Dog, myself, and Damio. We do a great show. Right? Are we calling it that now?
Yeah, Pilgrim. Drop the Discord in my link down there for me, please.
Yep.
Hey, dude, he is right on it, bro.
Yes.
He's right on it.
Pilgrim.
Yeah, Jamie, can you throw that up, please?
Yes, thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I
Pilgrim
did.
Is our Jamie.
All right.
All right, Damio, love you, brother.
Damio,
you have a
thank
great
you,
one. I will talk to you very soon.
I'll see y'all in the Discord.
See you in the Discord,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Later.
Peace out.
Thanks for coming on.
Later.
Yep.
Peace. Now, if
I'm trying
anybody
to press X, my phone's not doing it.
I got you. I'll kick you.
I'll get your
Bye.
shit together. If anybody
Let's get them out of the show.
That works. If anybody is not subscribed to the Gatekeepers Daimyo, you should be.
Me and him are on a race to 500, and I think I'm gonna beat him. But
he's a great friend, a good guy,
Yep.
great friend of the channel, and I know a lot of you guys like his input. So Oh,
So
and you can see me over there on Down the Rabbit Hole most weeks. It was every Wednesday for a while, but this week's a little bit iffy for most of us. So most weeks we will
there
be
is
doing
something
the
that
show Down the Rabbit Hole, and Down the Rabbit Hole you will be able to listen to us talk about anything from ancient civilizations to alien stories or our own ghost stories or things like that. That's all coming up. We're gonna do a whole, I believe. Damio, correct me in chat if I'm wrong. I believe around Halloween we're doing a whole mostly ghostly chat. So that'll be fun. It's cool shit.
fun.
And we come at it from a very scientific way. It's not just conspiratorial, like putting chemicals in the water, turn the frogs gay, Alex Jones. But
so there is something. So Damio calls me a cloud chaser, but I'm not a cloud chaser, but I will say I am a seltzer show, bro. I'm drinking grapefruit seltzer, and this is absolute bomb. This is awesome. So you guys can say that I'm a cloud chaser for seltzer, but are y'all gonna answer the questions in the community tab? Oh yeah, that's right. I asked people to give us questions.
you didn't
for
tell
our...
me. You told me last
I'm
week.
sorry.
You made me forget.
I'm
of
sorry,
course I'm
fam.
going to answer
Chill
the
out,
questions
bro.
in our community tab.
Hold
we can't do
on,
this
bro.
without
Chill
those
out.
people.
You know what, Roland? I am about to kick you. Okay, chill.
Oh yeah, and you'll drop all 8 viewers.
All right. Where did I put this? Oh. All right. So we got some questions from some of our good friends. So, all right.
I think
Share screen.
I think I need to make a whole video on Ahsoka because I have way too many notes.
I think so too. How many chances does Lucasfilm need? Instead of having a good show, they have a few good moments in the show. If that. Good question. Seems every project is make or break it. So to answer Daryl's point, I am done giving chances to Lucasfilm, but I also
this is their last chance. 100%.
I gave up on them after Kenobi. So
I think I gave up on them after they fired Gina Carano. And I just gave them the benefit of the doubt. But as soon as they did that, and it wasn't because of the push to be like for Gina and all that shit, which I was totally part of because I fucking love Gina. But I personally, like, when they fired her for that reason, and they don't even find a way to make it needed that the character's gone. They don't even care. They don't even tell anybody.
Yeah. The next question is: will Sabine and Ahsoka make sweet, passionate love? I think there's gonna be
you gotta go to some internet for that. I can send you guys a link in the Discord.
There is a thought experiment called Roko's Basilisk. It says that in the future we will create an AI so powerful it takes over the world. Then this AI divides the human race into 2 groups: those who actively supported it and those who did not. Those in the second group will be tortured, while those in the first group will live, but as its slave. This AI has access to the entire internet, including Roko's Basilisk. So now that this information, you have 3 choices. First, you can actively support the creation, so you'll be safe if it is created, or you can choose to protest it and actively try to stop it. You could do nothing, but by doing that, you aren't actively doing anything to help it, which might work, but it also might not. And if it doesn't, it will know what you've chosen. And you can't plead ignorance because I just told you, and it knows. So what do you do? Damn. Honestly, I'd probably protest the AI. That's a very, very good question. Shout out to Melkor / Pilgrim. Honestly, I'd probably protest the AI. Because I don't like authoritarianism, and I don't like, I don't like dictatorships. So I think that I would be against that for sure. Melkor, I'm not answering that question. I don't want to give Ronnie any more material. But to go back to your AI question, I don't like authoritarianism, like I said, and I don't like dictatorships. So I think I would be against that right from the very start. So yeah, that's just what I. Yeah, now that I've said it, it knows. But the way that I look at it is that personally, I don't care because you can't shake my morals from me. Like, let it confine me. I don't care. I have a very high tolerance for pain, one, and two, I know I would be doing the right thing. So I'd rather do the right thing and be tortured doing the right thing than to be doing the wrong thing and not have should not have pain but also be doing the wrong thing at the same time. Cause doing the wrong thing is always the easy way out.
Oh, good. So.
That's fair. I would just take a bullet to the head. Roland, did you get to read that that question about the AI or no?
I did not. Brother Man
Okay.
Craig just came in from work.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Hey.
He's on the phone right now, but he says hello to the chat and everybody.
Craig. All right, so let me read this again for you. There is a thought experiment called Roko's Basilisk, and it says that in the future we will create an AI so powerful it takes over the world. Then this AI divides the human race into two groups: those who actively supported it and those who did not. Those in the second group will be tortured while those in the first will live, but as its slave. This AI has access to the entire internet, including Roko's Basilisk. So now that you know this information, you have three choices. First, you can actively support its creation so you'll be safe if it is created, or you can choose to protest and actually try to stop it. You could do nothing, but by doing that, you aren't actively doing anything to help it, which might work, but it also might not. And if it doesn't, it will know what you have chosen, and you can't plead ignorance because I just told you, and it knows. So what would you do?
What?
I already said that. I already said that I would protest it, but that's just me.
That you would what? Protest?
Yep. Because I don't like dictators.
Because it's a thought experiment. I have to reread this. Sorry, my bad, guys. Like, because
That's fine.
some of that went right out of my brain for a second there. Actively supported it. Not the second group will be tortured. No, well, I'm sure that there's an AI that has like access to everything. That's absolutely fucking true. I no problem with that. That's literally what the new Mission Impossible was about. That's Ghost Protocol. Right? Mission Impossible 7 Ghost Protocol? Think so?
I think so.
So now you know this information. You have three choices. First, you could actively support its creation, so you'll be safe if it's created. Or you can choose to protest and actively try to stop it. You could do nothing doing it. So you're talking about Blade Runner. So we're in Blade Runner.
Basically.
What do I do?
Yeah.
You can't beat him, join him.
Damn, you would sell out?
The fuck am I gonna do? What? I don't want Terminator. I want Skynet.
If you
I'd
don't
rather it be
want
Cyberpunk. I'd rather it be Cyberpunk 2077 than Skynet. And I don't even think Cyberpunk 2077 is any great. But I'd rather it be that than Skynet. Fuck that.
I would fight it. I would fight it. And then
what are you gonna fight? A nuclear missile? This thing doesn't.
And then the final question is why Palps? And I'm not answering that question.
Yeah, you are. You have to.
All right. Well,
no way. No
if
way.
you must know, I like his wrinkly face. I like his wrinkly face there. Okay. I didn't say anything too out of bounds. All right.
Yo, Craig, did you hear that? Roman would sleep with Palpatine.
Shut up.
He said he would too.
Right? Right? That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Bring him a bowl of pudding and a bowl of prunes.
A
bowl of pudding and a bowl of prunes and snuggle up with him. He'd be telling you to do it.
I would do.
Let's just watch the Rebel Moon trailer, okay?
Craig would
I don't want to give Ronnie.
Craig's on your side. He would do.
See? You see that?
See?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He'd be crazy not to. That's a good point. All right, bring up this Rebel Moon trailer.
No.
Ronnie, yes, you know Ronnie's gonna clip it.
I didn't say anything that bad.
Did I show you what our friend Ronnie made of me as Palpatine doing Darth Plagueis the Wise? I'll show you after this. Christian has not seen any of Ronnie's videos.
Craig hasn't seen any of it. What?
He needs to.
He's never gonna look at us the same after this.
Are you kidding me? This dude knows more about me than I do about myself, probably.
Yeah, man, it's a good point.
Did you get yourself some ammo? Oh, hell yeah. Let's pull up this Rebel Moon trailer.
Oh, God.
No, it's dope. I really think the movie's going to be really good. It's not, it doesn't look like it's Citizen Kane, but it looks like it's going to be good. You're muted.
I don't think anything.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were.
I don't think anything. I don't think there's much that can top Citizen Kane, if I'm being honest.
Oppenheimer was pretty great.
Oppenheimer.
What did
wait until it comes out.
What did you just say?
That's so funny, bro. What's so funny?
Christian goes, I'll beat your top.
What?
That's how I'll give you top.
I'll give you top.
Bro.
I'm so glad he just got home from work, yo. He's like,
Rolo, focus on the stream, please.
I am. I'm trying to, but he keeps saying shit behind me. It's making me
I know, man. It's Christian. Yeah. Yeah. It's like if we had Hector here. Like.
Nah, bro. If we had Hector here, Hector and I would be laughing our asses off right now.
Right.
Bro, real quick, before you do the Rebel Moon trailer, I was playing Warzone with him, or DMZ with him the other night on duty with Hector. It's our boy Brock, to anybody that doesn't know. So I'm playing with Brock, right? And we both go down. We're fighting our asses off against this team of like 6 fuckers. Or like like four people, right? And it's just the 2 of us. So they down us. We res because they rezzed us. We like pleaded for help. And they helped us. So then we became part of their team. And they all went down. We took all their shit. And he just goes, grab their shit. I was like, what? And he was like, grab all their shit right now. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I grabbed it all right. We're booking it. We get to this helicopter. We get in. The one dude resurrects and comes back in game chat, jumps in the helicopter, goes, fuck you, and then jumps out of the helicopter. He was like, fuck you guys. And then he just left. Like, he came all the way back over there just to say fuck you, and then left. And we were laughing so fucking
That's
hard.
awesome.
But I didn't know, like, is Rebel Moon a disc? Yes, it actually is. It literally is, and you will see it in this trailer. There is lightsabers.
Yeah.
There's actual lightsabers in this trailer. Yes, it is discount.
So basically, you and Brock turn on your team.
Zach just goes, they're not lightsabers.
They are lightsabers, Zach.
They're
Stop.
like katanas. That's what they are.
Zach, you thought that Game of Thrones season 8's good, man. I don't want to hear it, okay?
No, he's right. He's right. Zach's right. They are not lightsabers. But they certainly look like flowy blades.
I said I didn't want salmon. I said it 4 times.
What are you talking about?
I can hear him screaming.
Did you hear him say I didn't want the salmon? I don't know what that means.
I didn't want a salmon. I told you 4 times.
I don't know what that means.
I think Roland's being held hostage. Pull up the trailer, Roland.
Oh my god, yeah. Streaming
I
outside.
can see Zach screaming. That's gonna make it into the audio.
Right. Our audio listeners are gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't want it. Never make it.
We gotta do episode 50 at Zach's house, bro. We have to.
Oh, we could. You'll never make it. Wee. Ah.
Pinchy.
Have you ever seen Kung Pao? You say Xi Jinping.
I said pinchy pinch.
I thought
I was knocking Brock.
I
said pinchy pinch. Dude, what's wrong with you today?
I thought you just named the fucking president of China, dude. I really did. I thought you just said Xi Jinping.
Xiao Jinping.
X something ping. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give it a like.
Is it muted? Because I can't hear it.
I think it is.
It might be.
Do you want to share audio?
Okay.
I want to share audio.
I don't think you have to. I hear it.
So there's grass and a robot hand.
Yes, sir.
Which I think actually looks sick, but I just want to say this is a cool ass shot. The grouping between like nature and metal is pretty dope. But I'm only doing this because, Netflix is gonna bitch, and I want Netflix to bitch.
Wait a second. This is Zack Snyder. It's dope.
Yeah, so Zack Snyder pitched this movie as a rated R Star Wars movie, and Disney didn't want it. So he pitched it to Netflix instead, and that's what they're doing.
Honestly,
this was supposed to be a Star Wars movie.
I kind of gotta give it to Netflix. This is actually like a rare W.
Yeah, it's a rare gem already. It looks good. Fuck it, that's what the people want. They want us to see it. Look at that, it's a fucking skinwalker.
Do you know the story of the Princess Issa?
Bro,
No,
you got Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins is in this?
He's the one narrating right now. I think he plays the king.
What?
What the fuck did you just say up there? Put your clips in.
Yo.
Take that baby to work with you?
I wish.
I wish you could too.
I need it wrong now.
What, you going down to the bad parts of Philly?
Yeah, I gotta go West Philly this year.
Oh, fuck that. You better be bringing your fucking strap.
Do not go to Kensington, Craig. It's actually really bad down there now.
It's always bad down
I go
there.
there for target practice.
Yeah.
Go there for target practice. You're playing Black Ops Zombies running a train.
In myth, she was called the Redeemer. It was said this child would stop the madness of war.
So I really like that actor, that guy. What else is he? He's in something else where he's fucking sick.
You talking about the main character?
I'm talking about the African American dude that was right there.
I've seen him and stuff. Yeah, I just don't know where he's from.
America, fuck yeah! He's in a lot of stuff. I feel like he's in one of the Marvel movies. I think he's in Guardians, actually.
Is he?
I think so. Yeah, he plays Xi Jinping.
That she was to usher in a new age of peace and compassion. I was given memories of a world I will never see. Loyalty to...
So that's dope, bro. A hippogriff in space?
Yeah.
You're still laughing at Xi Jinping?
It was the way that you said it. It was the fact that you said that a black man was playing Xi Jinping, bro. It was like, what?
Yeah, hey, man, anybody can be anything these days in Hollywood.
To a king I cannot serve.
Deleting my chat. Can you not say the F
And
word?
love for a child I could not save.
Your mom just commented on me.
Did she? She did.
Oh my god, what's up? Welcome, Roland's bombing.
She's about to fucking school me. Mom, get out of here before you get attacked by our terrible child. Go, please save yourself. Don't let Ronnie see you exist in here.
Did you show her Ronnie's video, bro?
Yes, we saw it.
Oh no.
Ronnie's gonna
She's
be like,
brave.
Ronnie's gonna be like, "What's up?" Mom, I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't tempt him, Melkor. Don't do it. I didn't know she's been watching the whole time. I appreciate that, though.
Bye.
I guess that's the new president of China, and I'm wrong. It's not Xi Jinping anymore. She corrected me.
No, Ping. I think she was talking about the actor.
Oh, Jimon Husu. Yeah.
Does it sound like a Chinese name, bro?
Ronnie,
It does not sound
no.
like a Chinese name. No, Ronnie!
No.
Oh no!
Oh, that's the actor. Okay.
Roland, you have to get up on your history, bro.
I don't know that. I don't know the actor. I got confused. I don't know how Chinese politics works. I don't care about Chinese politics.
I can tell you how it works.
Whatever.
Communism?
Yeah, the Communist Party makes all the choices.
Yeah, real shit, Craig.
You don't get a say. They tell you what you're going to do. Yeah, brother.
What? Yeah, Christian's been home for like 30 minutes.
What?
Yeah,
I went in your room. You're passed out. You're snoring.
Christian,
What?
when are we going down?
that's
Like 4.
it's fucking funny, yo.
He told me they're expected to land like.
What do you think they want?
Everything.
I found her.
That looks sick.
So I think that dude.
I can't deny you.
Who's that?
Zach.
That wasn't me. That was.
Zach, get out of our camera view.
Tell the truth. I never saw a lie.
What is the stream turned into?
Yeah, I can't be stupid. Never make it. Yo, I can't. These two right now. Wait. Point being is, I feel like I'm living in the G&G house right now, bro.
We're not gonna make it through this, are we, Roland?
Can't walk that way.
Yo. All right, let's fucking get this trailer done.
Let's just watch it on mute and just like talk over it.
It looks like Dune so far.
Scargiver. I am a child of war. I was taught that love
See, they look like communists. Oh shit, they're kissing.
is weakness.
They look like communists.
Maybe he is pink.
Oh, no, look at this. Tell me they don't look like communists. Hold up.
No, I mean, you're not wrong.
I was taught that love is weakness.
They're really not.
There is a difference between justice and revenge.
Yeah, tell me a secret.
It's not much difference between communism and fascism.
That's true.
Pretty similar.
Yeah. They look like a mix between both.
Oh yeah, they look like Soviet Nazis.
Exactly. They look like Soviet Nazis mixed with the little Chinese red.
Yeah.
And the gold.
Is that Christian?
There is a price to pay for your defiance.
Wait, I want to go back. That's just lightsabers. Straight up. Look at this.
Difference.
Look at this.
You're gonna piss off Zach by saying this.
There
Yeah,
is a difference
they do look
between
like
justice
lightsabers.
and revenge.
Those are lightsabers.
There is a
Bro.
price to pay for your.
They look like what, Roman?
They look like lightsabers.
Yeah, they're lightsaber katanas. 100%.
Yeah.
And this is a British cop next to two freaking aliens.
Defiance.
Bro, and it turns into like what? 100 BC or whatever, real quick. Like with them running through the woods. like that. It just goes into BC stuff, but also like futuristic shit. Like I'm digging it. I'm digging it so far.
Yeah, man, this was good.
Hey, there's not a good sci-fi without some space fascists, right?
1 moment. I do love this part.
Hold on.
I don't want no trouble.
We're not here to bring any.
Are you ready?
Space Texas?
Space Texas.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Yeah, it does kind of look like Space Texas, kind of sort of. Yeah.
He literally has a freaking rifle, like he's about to go beat Johnny Appleseed.
You and I both know fear.
William
Dune, right there. Right there. Dune. Hold on. Look at that.
Yeah, man.
That's Dune. That's like Dune and Bane hung out together.
I don't know who this is, but
I think it's the main character.
No, I'm talking about the person in our chat.
William
I'm
B.
watching
Hartman.
you.
Hey, man.
What's going on?
What's up, Willie?
Willie.
Do you actually think that, Daimyo? Do you actually think that he's the best? No, don't time him. He hasn't done anything wrong yet. There's no reason to time him out.
All right. Let's watch through the last minute, 35 seconds.
Wait, though. Snyder is the best CM director in cinema. Do you really believe that? I think it's Peter Jackson. Or Spielberg. Or
what is CM?
Cameron.
Chicken Man?
I think it. Well, CM's not Chicken Man, but it is Chicken Man. I think it's cinematography.
I thought he was Biggest Dingus.
Who's Biggest Dingus?
Chicken Man.
Chicken Man's Biggest Dingus too.
That's my other Discord name.
That's his Discord name.
Other Discord name.
Oh.
Yelling from the other room.
Comic movie.
This is going to be very interesting for our audio listeners. It really is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's show them that we're not afraid. Let's show them we'll move in the back of the bite.
Yo, this really looks good.
I just got to say, wow, as I pause on that picture, I just got to say I really like the hippogriffs being a thing. Because we've seen a white one and a black one in these trailers, so we know there's multiple species of them. We know that they're a thing that this culture uses. I think that's pretty fucking cool. I want to see a charge like from the Battle of Pelennor Fields in Lord of the Rings, but with hippogriffs. Give me that. They're all flying. Give me that shit. And this guy looks straight up like a mix between something from Star Wars and literally
Poggle
David
the
Jones.
Lesser.
Poggle the Lesser.
I know that guy.
He does look like Poggle.
He goes to war with the Republic.
Yeah, Poggle the Lesser. He's a Geonosian.
He dies.
He said,
He dies by my hand.
He does die by your hand.
I killed him.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a Jedi.
No, he's Anakin Skywalker.
I'm just a dude with a rocket launcher.
I'm just a dude with a rocket. Yeah, real shit.
A king is a man, and a man can fail. But a myth is indestructible.
The time has come for all that you love. Protect each other.
Oh, there's kissing.
Show them no mercy.
Now it's sick. This looks dope.
Who among you is willing to die for what you believe?
That's sick, actually. It's cool.
Wait a second.
There's 2 parts.
They're coming out like 4 months, like between each other.
Word, that's sick.
That was like I think it looks pretty.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Go again.
Craig just
Too big, too cute.
fuck somebody, fuck you, Vic. I got one over here and the one over there. They're frowning me.
Now all you need is literally Bert and like Brock, and then you would just be dying laughing the whole time.
No, see, I'm with Darth Melkor here because you said nothing about that makes me excited. I feel you. Like, I'm not specifically excited for that, but what I am excited for is, can we please get a new sci-fi story of some kind? Please. What are you laughing at? Did something happen behind me again?
Christian.
What, dude?
Oh, no.
He was like popping his head up, bro.
All 3 of them, I think, have been on stream today.
This
Putter.
one's my buddy right here.
Putter's my favorite.
Buddy.
Well, no, Winky's my favorite.
Winky?
Winky? Yeah.
Let's say hi.
Old man.
Oh.
Putter.
Hi, everybody. I'm a fat house cat. He said, put me down. I'm fat.
Yo, put a 1 in chat of this cat needs to pay rent. Someone got it. One of these cats. They cost too much.
He really should. There's ones in the chat. Yeah.
You're my very special friend. Mommy, Papa, and you're special.
Dude, he's so fat. This platform that he lays on every day is actually bowing. Get your tongue out. I like this cat. He's a good guy, you know. He don't pay rent though. He needs to pay rent.
Holy shit. Well, I'm less interesting than Christian petting the cat, so what's up? How y'all doing? Need to finish talking first to get inspiration. Yeah. Oh shit. Yo, our audio listeners are like, what the fuck is going on right now? I just smacked a cat toy. The cat's now wearing it as a very stylish necklace. Pud. Don't strangle yourself.
Yo, Christian.
Melkor, I'm 100% sober. Dog, I can't speak for Rolo, but not me.
They
What?
I believe they. Oh no. No, not at all. I'm just fucking around. You know me.
Screw you.
It's good, you guys. I'm going home. Yeah, I hope it ain't a flute though. Meat flute.
Made of skin?
Yes. Because the only thing I smoke is meat.
Dude, stop. You're giving stuff to Ronnie. Stop. Shut up.
I'm not giving jack shit to Ronnie. He's underage.
Ronnie!
Oh my gosh.
What is
Ronnie?
Ronnie, get the fuck, you better behave!
Get the fuck out of here, Timeo.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
you.
got a question for everybody.
Yeah.
What was better, the trailer that you just watched or Lizzo playing that flute?
Oh fuck.
You wanna
Lizzo's
pull up
Mandalorian.
Lizzo playing
Yes,
the
yes.
flute?
Season 3?
Lizzo's a Mandalorian.
Oh, and there are like 3 of her?
No.
Aren't they like
Her and Jack Black are in the
I
same
thought they were
episode.
part of the hut?
What?
Hold on.
I thought there was 3 huts. Yeah. Yeah. Craig, take over for me for a second.
Take over. Okay. Ugh. Hi everybody.
Christian, what's up, bro?
What's up, dude? How you been?
Good, man. What's been up with you? You look different, bro.
Not a whole lot, my man. Just working like a dog. Photo bombing,
Yeah.
rolling and stuff.
Bro, what?
So what was that trailer? What did we just?
That's
watch?
Zack Snyder's new movie that he pitched as a rated R Star Wars movie to Disney, and they didn't want it. So he
So
pitched
now
it to
it's
Netflix.
Now it's a standalone.
Now it's a standalone.
This is not Zach Damio. This is Zach's younger and much handsomer brother.
Woo! Yo, he got that right.
Oh, shit, you got the blicky.
Yeah. Got a spike on one of it too.
That's fucking badass. You
Yeah,
can't show it on stream, but
No, I can't.
he's got a
Yeah, because if you show
spiky jaw out of his pistol. That's
I got-
sick.
if you show it if you show it on stream, I'll get my channel taken down. So
And then I'll go to
No,
the headquarters and show him a little something, something.
Well,
you know what I mean?
you won't
Take
get.
my pants
we
off,
actually won't get
run
taken
around.
down if you are being because Dog's been on here before. Our friend from
The bounty hunter?
Yes, Dog the bounty hunter, and he's been on. Stream
Didn't his
before.
wife get in a lot of trouble for tax evasion?
what?
If you know, you know, you know?
No, Dog came on here. He was doing gun safety for like an hour.
Yeah,
So,
you could do.
if you
you
were
can
to
do
pull it
gun
out
safety.
and show it, pause.
And put it in my mouth. Oh.
If you were to pull it out and show people how it worked, you would get in trouble.
If it helps, there's no magazine in it.
It does help, actually.
Hear that, hear that, YouTube? It's not loaded yet.
Yeah.
After all, what the fuck did he just say? Wow, I look retarded.
Something about G&G. That.
What, Geeks and Gamers? I like that cool what Zach did to Geek. I don't know.
I don't know either, bro.
Zach didn't do anything. Oh, Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder, what he did to Geeks and Gamers. Okay, that
Fuck,
makes
he was talking about Chicken Man, bro. I thought he was talking about Chicken Man.
Oh yeah, he means so Geeks and Gamers, the whole group of YouTubers put together a big old like charity stream for suicide prevention before the Snyder Cut came out, which is like Batman versus whatever.
3 hour long.
Yeah, so they were the main ones that pushed to have that come out. And then they got Zack Snyder on a stream, and the whole stream was supposed to be for suicide prevention because his daughter had killed herself the year before. And he came on, and the first thing he said was, they were all like, oh, welcome, let's talk, we can't wait, it should be a great interview. And he just goes, I just want everybody to know I'm not associated with Geeks and Gamers whatsoever. And, like, basically just gave him the fucking cold shoulder the entire time. So I don't blame people for not liking Zack Snyder now because they were trying to help him and trying to help a lot of other people, and they almost single-handedly got his movie made, like, in full.
I mean, I don't really like pretzels, so I don't like him either.
Yeah, right. Pretzels really, Snyder's really.
They're kind of a boring snack. I like soft pretzels.
I like soft pretzels. I like Philly pretzels.
But is there any explanation why he did that?
Oh, WB contacted him and told him not to talk to them. But he was already on the stream.
Yeah.
He was super cordial when he got on and like really nice. And then he just switched like that.
Is Geeks and Gamers not?
Geeks and Gamers is associated with
Are they in line with the World Economic Forum? Are they in line with?
They like Trump
stuff.
They like Trump. And
that's
so
they're not in line.
Not all of them.
They're not in line with the World Economic Forum. Yes. Bow down, all of you, right now before it's too late. Bow down to your elite class. Make sure you pay homage. They are the best.
Yes.
I love them.
No guns.
No nothing.
No guns. That's
not
allowed.
No nothing. You will own nothing, and you will be happy.
You will own nothing.
Open wide for the crickets. Get in your pod. Plug in. Go into your world.
Roland, what is Wade even like talking about here? Roland made a flight. What does that mean?
Fly one town over. Just drove.
Just go with it.
I flew here. There's an airport right behind his house. I'm in Wyoming. Now all of a sudden.
You're in Wyoming. Bro.
I'm in the back. Dakota. You don't even know. We built a house this week. Between the last time you guys saw me last Wednesday and now, we have built an entire house in the center of the Badlands of South Dakota.
It's true.
And we are there. All right? It is currently 110 degrees outside. You know what? We got central air, motherfucker.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
When you guys went on your senior week trip, didn't Brock think that there was like a fighter jet flying over your house?
There was, yeah.
There was a fighter jet.
Really?
There was an air show going on.
We didn't know about the air show. So we're sitting out, Christian's cooking breakfast, and he goes, what the fuck? There's an AC-130. And then like you just see like these jets fly over. We're like, oh my God. Teeny tiny.
Is teeny tiny a word, Roman?
Is teeny a word? No, it's not. What?
There's a video somewhere.
There's a video.
I would love to see
Jake
that.
Summers sitting on the fucking. Do you remember he literally?
Somebody stopped us and asked us.
We were not sober at the time.
If teeny was a word.
That's literally it. We're walking down the street. The four of us were like, we're enjoying this air show. This is sick as fuck. Let's go to the beach and hang out during the air show. And these three girls walk up to us. One smaller than the next.
There was two.
No, there was three because the one was like.
Was there a third?
Yeah, and she didn't say nothing the whole time. She said nothing. But there was like the tall one, the medium-sized one, and the short one, and then just stop us as we're walking down the street.
Is teeny? I remember. I think you said what?
She goes, "Oh, y'all, is teeny a word?" And I just went, "What?"
And so like teeny tiny, is teeny a word? And I remember looking over at Jake, and he was like,
he just sat down and started laughing on the middle of the curb, like he couldn't handle it.
Sitting on the ground, hysterical,
fucking dying. And Hector's like,
thinking about it.
And you turned around and you were just like, oh my God. And I started laughing. I tried to talk to them, but I was laughing as I was talking to them. And I'm like, excuse me? And they're like, teeny tiny. Is teeny tiny a word? I'm like, yeah, teeny's a word. And they go, all right, thank you. And then just walk away. Like, they're like, it felt so much longer at the time, but it really was probably like a 1 minute.
It was probably like 30 seconds.
Yeah, but
it felt like it was forever.
It felt forever, dude. That shit was, oh my God.
I've never been such absurd.
That was the most absurd question, dude.
Sam's got kidnapped by someone that like tried to sell him a vape or something, right?
What?
Oh, he's on the boardwalk, and there was the black dude was like, oh, like
yeah, and Jake
just followed him in. And we're like, no, dude,
yes,
no.
Yes, some dude was literally like, yo, we got these vapes, we got this shit.
And Jake first, he's like, no. Then the dude wrapped his arm around him. He's like, come on,
and
go check it out.
Jake was like, oh, this guy's cool.
And he walked in with him.
In, and me, Christian, and Hector are like, where are you going with this random person? What are you doing, dude? He's just like, I'm gonna get a free vape. Let me go.
Dude, was that? Remember all the necklace salesmen?
Yeah. Remember there was monks everywhere. There was mad
selling
fucking
those
monks.
necklace things.
They would just walk up and put one on you, and then Jake did that too.
Yeah,
he let them put one on him, and then they were like, "Give us money."
Yeah, they wanted like $10.
And he was like, "No, fuck that." Took it off. I was like, "What are you doing?" Not the Jake that's in chat. There was Jake Travis was in chat earlier.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I haven't talked to him in a while.
He watches every week, at least some points.
Hi, Jake Trav. If you ever watching the back catalog,
he does. But dude, that was. There's a lot of stories from that trip, like just screaming the word Nesh and having people just scream it back at you, like randomly. It'd be somebody like.
They're called memories, Roland.
What's it say? Y'all sure you aren't on something? Positively.
I don't think so.
He just got home from work,
yeah.
You know, and I happened to be at his house, so he's joining
the house that we just built. I just built it.
Mm-hmm. We're still in the Badlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually working out in the mines.
Yeah.
Prince came from like.
Yeah.
He came from.
All right, good.
Middle Earth, bro. I'm telling you.
I gave him a minute and a half lunch. Gave him an extra 30 seconds today.
Good.
A minute and a half.
They deserved a bit of a raise.
Yeah.
So a minute and a half is way better than 30 seconds. I
you know what? I gave him medium-sized potatoes instead of 2 small potatoes.
You're such a good manager, Christian.
Good guy. I really am.
You're running it. You're running the mines very well.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
I know.
Christian's a generous dude.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe soon I might upgrade them from plastic pickaxes to like wooden handle.
No way.
Yeah.
Do we have the money for that? We could afford it. They deserve it.
No.
That's a Christmas gift.
Whoa. I wouldn't go that far. They don't deserve it.
Oh, well, that's a Christmas gift.
I need efficiency. Efficiency needs to come up a little bit.
It'll only make the job go better.
They're costing too many potatoes. They're not worth it.
Right, half the potatoes are rotten anyway. I don't really like them so much.
Thank you, Wade. Thank you.
Everybody in chat for like, what the fuck?
Real RG is awesome.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Screw you.
Yeah.
Screw you.
What's everybody doing tonight?
Zach, I can hear you from like behind the.
This is Christian's brain talking.
What?
Do you hear something?
I don't hear anything. I don't know even why I'm laughing.
I
was just laughing at the potatoes.
This is my brain.
Huh.
Asking you, how are you doing tonight?
That's really strange. Why are you so quiet, Craig? Are you thinking about something?
No. I don't think so.
Brain's got a fart.
I don't think I'm thinking about it.
T-minus 2 minutes till the brain got a shit.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm wrapping the stream now. I can't take this anymore, bro.
Do you fuck with the war?
Do you fuck with the war?
Dude. I love war. You know what?
Yeah, war's fun.
War's good.
War makes good stories.
I'm ending the stream.
You can't disagree. No, I do have to leave soon.